work, no pleasure. I ain't here to make friends, big stepper. Hey, bad guy, Heath Ledger. Ready for wherever, I'll be front and center. Don't fly too close to the sun, your body chopped up by propellers. Came in arrogant, but left out in a stretcher. Fuck the comparison, y'all know y'all couldn't replicate it. Chilling in the desert, I'm good under pressure. Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found. This a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles. From the ground, with me to the clouds, never coming down. That's the crown on me, wear it proud, show 'em what we bout. Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found. Said this a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles. From the ground, with me to the clouds, never coming down. That's the crown on me, wear it proud, fuck what they was talking about.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Ayy, coming down like precipitation. I ain't never met a limitation. Hater plotting my elimination. Gotta go to Google for the information. I'm a superstar, so I gotta shine. Top dollar be the bottom line. Bottom feeding niggas out of line. Turn your heart rate to a dotted line. Yeah, my zodiac probably dollar sign. Got the energy to win it, my nigga, I'm feeling great. Got a date with destiny, focusing on my fate. I don't give a fuck what you rapping, you been a fake. I'm everything that they ain't, it can't be, it won't be. Wanna see me fall, I can't go, I won't leave. Coming from the block with plain clothes and police. Straight up to the top with bankrolls and rollies. Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Ayy, 12 can't really stop shit, so I'm still pushing like a mosh pit. Ice dripping, think I'm hot shit. In the yellow bucket with the mop stick. I've been jugging jams like wholesale. Everything must go sell. Hitting bitches with the old well, need 100 million.
Well, good evening. How is everybody doing? I hope you had an amazing day. It has been one long day for me. But because my faith, my friend, my hanging buddy has some shit that he got to get off her chest, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. How you doing, the bushes? How are you, my sweet? Hey, the Miss So, how you doing, boo? You got your popcorn and your wine? Let's go. We got that. We here for it. I got my coffee on the way home from the airport in my son's house. Hi, Jake. I'm gonna need you soon, baby. I'm switching. Anyway, how you doing, Jake? It's good to see you. Hey, Sheila, how are you, gorgeous? It's good to see you. My girl, the ghetto view. I had so much fun with you. We all had so much fun. This is a real one right here. I'm trying to tell y'all. This is the real one right here. If you ain't met nobody better, I'm trying to tell you. Hey, you're a pleasure. How you doing, baby? How are you? I hope your day was absolutely amazing. Toya, girl, you beat me to it. Toya beat me. Toya is Discord. Toya, I had to somehow make you a mod, girl, because you is on it like white on rice, honey. Hey, Kenny, how you doing, darling? Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. No, thank you. Thank you. I enjoyed you so much. You, girl, y'all made me want to move next week. I ain't playing around with y'all. Y'all gonna have me move to Vegas. We're gonna be in trouble. Hey, Petey. How are you, my love? It's good to see you. Hey, my wifey boo. Hey, Muffy baby. It's good to see you, baby. So, shall we get started, honey? Let's introduce the guest of the hour, the one and only, the faith is the substance. Hello, honey. How are you?
Me?
Did you get some rest? I hope you got some rest, girl, because
Yes,
this.
I did. Yeah, I
Whew.
came in early this morning, took my shower, got settled in, did everything I was supposed to do,
Mhm.
just a little bit of editing. So yeah,
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 I saw your Prince pics, baby.
yeah.
They look so good. I need. I'll talk to you behind the scenes. I need to learn how to cut the images out to make them just the images.
Right,
Cause
right.
you had it. Now you
Uh,
have been the talk of the
yes.
town today. The talk of the town, and this live is for you only. You don't have to
Thank
answer
you.
no questions that you don't want to. You don't have to address anything you don't want to. This is for you to tell how you feel, what you thinking, how
hmm
you know what's I say go from A to Z and make it all make sense for the people that are in here, because I know Envy's still alive, so I know he's going to be sending his people this way too. So I don't want you have to repeat yourself and whatnot.
hmm
So tell them, let's tell the people. Let's start with like this.
Yeah, let's start. I mean, what is it
Yeah.
that y'all want to hear? I mean, because because I want, and thank you so much for doing this, by the way, because I asked,
Oh,
to
you are
go live with you,
welcome.
because I don't want all this, like I don't want to like bring any more of this to my platform,
Yeah.
because I already addressed like the meat and potatoes of it all. But my main thing right now was that I had the opportunity
Thank
to kind of
you.
skim through King Woman's live yesterday, and there was some things I
Oh.
wanted to address, in regards because I mean, of course, I mean, I have no hard feelings towards King Roman. We met, and he talked about that, about how we met in Vegas last year, and I understand that he's going to talk about the excuse me, the planned stunt, that I was going to do with Sour Mode.
Mm.
But
You might want to explain to people who sour mode is.
the one that the topic of discussion, the one that has been the subject of this kiss and this infamous kiss that never
Oh,
happened.
yes. What's up, Queen? How are you, gorgeous?
Hi,
Another
City.
real one. Another baby. I enjoyed you,
Yes.
Ghetto View, Faith, so
Hey,
much.
Ghetto View.
I love you so much for everything you did. You are amazing. And baby, you got me wanting to just, I told Ghetto View, y'all got me wanting to move next week. You go but go ahead. I ain't gonna interrupt you. Hey Ron, baby.
I understand you got to engage your audience. I get that, and that's one of the things I like about you. I like that you engage your audience.
Thank you. They
Yeah, of
important to
course.
me. Without us, hey Andrea, my love. How
Andrea, shout
are
out to
you?
you.
One of my first friends up here, baby. One of my first friends. That listen, people keep thinking that YouTube isn't a place where you can make
Yeah,
friends.
no, right.
That's a lie. It's a lie. I mean, it may not happen to everybody. Hey, Shauna, baby. How are you? Yes, if y'all could like the video, share the video, because I want Ox City to get out whatever she needs to talk about and get this done so she don't have to,
Faith.
keep, keep going over it, because it's like, dang, everybody been waiting to kiss the. I mean, it's just like
Yeah, yeah.
they made it
Because
sound
your
a
kiss
lot.
is what I miss when I
Okay,
turn off the lights.
honey,
Yeah.
honey, right, Ron? We connect with some really decent, nice, grown people. Hello, Miss Pizarro. How are you this evening? I hope you had a great day, dear. I really, really do. I know you don't care for me much, but I do like you, Pizarro. I do like you. Hey, Reese, baby, how you doing? I do like you, Pizarro. So stop being so mean, girl. Be my friend too. Be my friend too now. Be my friend too. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm
No, no
right
worries, no
ahead.
worries. So yeah, I understand that he had to do his commentary. I get it, but when he was sharing his recollection of how he met, it was just, to me, was way off base. So it was one thing to kind of embellish a little bit about certain things, but I just felt like he kept saying that he's not trying to shade me, but he was shading me at the same time, because it's like he was kind of targeting my character, and that's what that's what I want to defend tonight, basically, is my character.
There you go.
Yeah, because the way he put it out there, when we met up, when he was sharing his experience of us meeting, he mentioned that I came there to the restaurant, and after Jay Wilson stood me up, and I'm like, okay, once again, I don't think that it's called stood me up. I mean, plans had canceled, and I still move forward with my plans to go on this trip, and I wasn't the only one. I was the only one that
Can I
had
ask
plans.
you a quick question?
Sure.
When you say that Jay Wilson stood you up, is this from the trip
From
that he
August
was going to have it, and then
in
he
Vegas.
said, "Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,"
and
and
he
then he said
canceled.
he wasn't going to do it. Okay, got you.
Mhm. Right. So I wasn't the only one. And so Sean Bradley welcomed us, myself and a couple of other people that was a part of that group as well. And so Sean Bradley already knew that I was going to be there. And King Roman said he wasn't aware that I wasn't going to be there. So, I mean, that's fine. I mean, that's cool. But so when I came up, for one, he mentioned that I, just came up, didn't know who I was. I understand he didn't know who I was at first, but he made it sound as if I ambushed or something, and I didn't. I walked up and I said, "Good evening, you guys. Faith is a substance." That's what I said. But his version was that I introduced myself and I said I'm from the beef sector too, and that's a lie. I never said I was from the beef sector. I said, "Hi, Faith is a substance." And Sean Bradley got up right away and hugged me, and he was happy to see me. He embraced me. And then I greeted Captivated Christian, who was there. I greeted Rebel Sun, and I greeted King Roman. And I shook all their hands, and everything was well and good. And so he got into also when and this is the point, King Roman, he speaks with his body, he speaks with his face, and he speaks with his body. His body language says a lot in his expressions. So when he said that I had to walk around the table, and he was like, "Oh, well," she ended up sitting next to me, and I was just like, and I'm like, "Oh, okay." The way he was talking, I'm like, "Well, excuse me, I didn't know that you felt uneasy about me sitting next to you. Excuse me," because I thought we was cool. We had good conversation, and everything was fine. As I thought. But then he went on to say that when he was talking to Sour Mold, he was saying something about he didn't know how it was going to work. Like, were you going to, like, did you agree to kiss her? Were you going to kiss her? Like, it seemed like he was so disgusted with the idea of the
King
possibility.
Roman?
Yes. If you look at the way he was expressing himself, I mean, it was my
fell asleep.
interpretation. Yeah,
Maybe
that's all
he
right.
was talking about Lemon, the way Lemon may have seen it or something. But when I met King Roman, it wasn't like that for me. But go ahead, this is your story.
Yes, but I mean, like I said, he was like, were you agree to kiss her? Because I don't know if I would, go to Vegas to kiss somebody. But it was the way the way his tone and the way he expressed it. Like, it was such a disgusting thought of the idea of someone kissing me, And I'm just like, I know I'm not the most attractive woman in the world, but my goodness, I'm like, it's like that, So I was just like, and it's like, because people just thinking I'm old and desperate anyway, and they just turned this whole thing around. But anyway, so that was that. But then the icing on the cake, Lolo, was when he was still doing his recollection, and he says something about how I fell asleep at the table, and I'm like, what? That's made me look at the phone, and I was like, what is he talking about? I didn't fall asleep at the table. He said I fell asleep, and my head was not in back, and I was drooling.
Oh.
Yes, I was just like, what? What is he talking about? And then I thought he was going to give it a gotcha at the end, but I thought it was a punchline of some sort. I thought he was going to retract it, but no. And he go, Sour Mo was kind of drinking the Kool-Aid, like, what? Get out of here, And so I was just like, and he said, "Oh, that was just so funny to me," and I was like, "Wow, that's funny to me too," because that never happened.
Oh, well, damn.
So I just wanted to clear that up, because I'm like, I don't want, because he's feeding his audience this perception about me, and it's just like, why? Because I thought, like I said, he and I were cool. I continued to support him, and sometimes I would call in, not to, I wouldn't even talk about the topics. I would just say hi. I just came to see. I just came to greet you. You know, this is Faith with the Substance. I wanted to see how you was doing, and everything was fine. But then it just seems to me like he just wanted to kind of tarnish my character a little bit. And I was just like, I just didn't know, understood where I came from because I was under the impression that we were cool. But it just seems to me like something about my presence rubbed in the wrong way or something.
Well, now the ghetto view said that's not what he said, and Ox City was like, "Wait, who are you talking about, Faye?" So
King
they're
Roman, he did
shocked.
say that. He
They're
did say that.
shocked. Now, Andrea said you was cool in Vegas last year.
Thank you, Andrea.
So,
Yes.
and
And
ghetto view, like she said, you was nice. So, this is
yes.
new. Welcome everybody coming in.
He gave me a
Um,
couple of back and like yes, he did give me a couple of compliments. He said, but like I said, I don't know if y'all. I mean, y'all probably didn't sit through the whole thing, the whole live. I skimmed through it, but I was skimming through the parts that I was brought up, and those were the things that were said. And yes, he did say I was cool. He did say I was nice, but it was kind of backhanded because it led up to the other stuff that was said.
so the other stuff, meaning the stuff with Lemon.
That and also like I was talking about like his recollection of how we met and his perception like like how
Hey, you
he
want
should
to,
have
hey, you
sitting
took care of it, baby. Right.
she sat next to me and the whole thing about me falling asleep at the table like those things like I mean I understand you want to embellish a little bit, that's fine. I mean I'm not tripping, but it's like don't lie on me.
Oh well, I don't. I mean, we know King Roman. His
Yeah,
commentary is full
slick
of.
shade compliments, exactly, it was backhanded. Yeah.
But and I love me some King Roman. And
Yeah.
Ox City said she was there the whole live. She was
Okay,
there
so
the
then you
whole
heard,
live.
right? So you shouldn't have heard what was said. Yeah, that's what he said. Those are the things he said. I just wanted to. I mean, those are the things that he said about me. So I just thought I had the right to respond. That's all. It's like I said, there's no hard feelings or anything, but I just thought I had the right to respond to it because I don't want that type of public perception. Because, like I said, I have the right to defend my character. That's all.
That is true. That
Hmm.
is true. So now I got a question.
Sure.
Um, of course, the whole thing with Lemon and running the bath water and the kiss and all that, it's being said that you wanted to make, or well, he said you wanted to a makeout session with him
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
all of that. And then, of course, he tried to throw you on me. I'm like, damn, what? How
Yes.
did
I
I get
mean,
that?
yes. Yeah. He was trying to have us hook up.
Oh, that was wild. That was wild. But he sounded, I mean, did y'all talk behind the scenes a lot? Because I know how our conversations were behind the
Right.
scenes.
Right.
And it wasn't a lot of talking is from the other person. It's a lot of him talking, and that's just
Right.
agreeing.
Right. But yeah, we had a couple of conversations. And yes, I did come up, like I said before, on our last live that yes, I come up with that because I think for me personally, kissing to me and making out are two different things. So making out to me is, slobbering somebody down, tongue kissing and all, but that's not something that I suggested. And he knows that. I said, and I made it clear. I said, it could just be a couple of seconds, no tongue or whatever, just enough, like I said, 2 or 3 seconds, just enough to stir things up. And so I don't know, people want it to be more than what it was. But like I said, that was a moment that could have or could not have happened. And it didn't happen. But my thing is that I didn't force anything. It wasn't no pressure. It was a suggestion because I wanted to milk that whole Mrs. Lemon Jr. gag, so
Okay.
that's how it
Okay.
was.
And he was cool with milking the
Yeah.
Mrs. Lemon Jr.
Yes.
gag because we know that Krista don't like that shit at
Oh,
all.
yes. Oh, no, she does not.
See, she will go completely ballistic when it comes to another woman. So now a lot of people was trying to figure out where the bathwater came from.
Yes, me too. I'm trying to figure that out too. I'm still like, what is with this bathwater? Why people so fixated with the bathwater? Do they want me to run them a bath? I think they want me to run them a bath.
Maybe, girl, with the
With them.
lavender. Now, Reed said maybe that's why KRN made the faces because it was the idea of lemon kissing strangers.
And I heard that too. Like, I mean, she don't even know him, and it's just a stranger. And I want to also put on the record here that I am not in the habit of kissing random people. This was just an isolated thing that I suggested just for a few seconds, and I just wish that these self-righteous people wouldn't, try to act as if they, haven't kissed or, had a one night stand with someone they just met. I'm just saying, like, I
Don't
mean,
say
come
one
on.
night stand. Next thing you know, it's gonna be you was trying to get him in the bed.
Yeah, whatever. But like I said, but you know what I'm saying. I'm checking in
Yeah,
general. Like don't act like I
yeah,
mean, because we all had our share. Like before we really got in a relationship with someone, they were a stranger to us in the beginning. But that's either here or
true.
there.
Hey, Pimp
Yeah.
Slick, baby. Yeah,
Hey.
now
Yeah.
that is
So that was
true.
that. It was just a little like couple of seconds thing. It wasn't like it was going to be something that is going to be passionate or meaningful because it wasn't. It wasn't at all.
Right,
It wasn't going
right.
to be. Mm-mm.
This is wild. This is wild.
Mhm,
But now,
mhm.
how do you feel about King Roman?
Okay, like I said, I never had an issue with King Roman. I think King Roman is cool. I continue to follow him. I enjoy his content. I was just thrown off by the way he was, describing how he met and the things he was saying and a couple of lies he told, and I'm just like that just threw me off.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I know it was an 8-hour live, so that's
Yes,
hard on anybody. That's hard on
yes.
anybody. Now, Ox City said, or that the fruit lemon don't want to kiss no woman she
Oh,
meet.
yeah, that's going around too, right? That's going around.
I feel like if he was slick shading anybody, it would have been lemon. I feel like if he was gonna slick shade anybody, it would have been lemon. Now I
Mhm.
didn't get to hear the whole live because I was so
Right.
sleepy that when he came on, I didn't wake back up until close to the end. And I was like, dang, it's been almost 8 hours. Um,
Yeah.
so
Mm-hmm.
now, if you could redo this again, I mean, because I know you wanted to milk the lemon, I mean,
Yeah.
the Mrs. Lemon Jr. gag, but do you think you would have went a different way? Maybe, I don't know, any other way other than with lemon. And the Miss O said, what would the kiss do? We have all done things, but we wanted to pursue the person. So no interest in lemon? You
Negative.
want no interest in lemon like that?
Negative. And again, I'm a emphasis. It was a meet and greet. And
Mm-hmm.
the main reason why I wanted to meet and greet Sour Mold is because of the just wanted to see his vibe in person and also because I kind of initiated the whole Mrs. Lemon Jr. thing, and I wanted to milk it because people were, especially because there was still coming from my gender as to whether or not I'm a man or a woman, and and I know all of the controversy that follows him. So I just wanted to just stir some things up. That's all. So I don't know why they keep implying that I have any interest, and I was trying to get my knock salt, that I was trying to hook up. I don't need to go travel across the country to do that, but it was a meet and greet. And I was meeting you too. We, again, we
Yeah,
had plans as well. You
that's
know,
true.
we talked behind the scenes. So it wasn't like this trip was not solely centered around sour mold. It's just that I was speaking on the principle of the fact that he expected me to just chase him down on his lives and listen for his announcement instead of contacting me directly like he did several times before. I don't know what was so different this time where you can just tell me. And the people that keep saying, you knew, like, how she not know? How are you going to tell me what I know? Or
Well,
when I
and they
found out?
said, who do you think would have benefited from milking it?
I mean, it
That would
doesn't
have
matter.
been
I mean,
free.
I couldn't
Yeah.
care. I wouldn't know, but I mean, it's still content. It's still even the fact that it didn't happen, and it's still content for people. So you're welcome.
Nah, that
You
is
know,
true.
you
That
know.
is true.
So everybody keeps saying that. Oh, nobody's going to talk about it. Nobody would care. But I mean, apparently they are talking about it.
They are talking about it. They are definitely talking about it. And Envy wanted me to ask the hard questions, like why
Hard
lemon?
questions.
Yeah, like why lemon? Is it because it was his vacation or his cation?
But like what in particular?
Like
Why?
why pick lemon to do this? Is it just because you wanted to do the to run that gag of Miss
Yes,
Lemon Jr.? So just it.
that's it.
Just
That's
because
it.
of that.
That was it. That
That
was
was it. Now, Andrea said, "Do you feel like Lemon? Do you feel like Lemon to let you know personally that he wasn't coming to Vegas?
Mm?
You would rather have had him let you know."
Well, I mean, that would be, yeah, that would have been the right thing to do. That's kind of like common sense. I mean, if you're planning something and you planned it and you know that you're expecting individuals to meet and greet you and you cancel or you renege on it, you're supposed to let them know directly. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. But now, so I guess the problem you have with King Roman is, see, I'm thinking that knowing as that what I do know of King Roman, he was probably more so shading Lemon than anybody.
Mm,
I don't think. I mean, you don't think that he doesn't like you. Well, hello, Dr. Pastor, my brother. Thank you so very much. Not my. Do greet your brother with a holy kiss. Thank you for the $2 super sticker, my love.
yeah, you know what? And
Hey, Toby,
you know what?
baby.
I'm glad that Jay
Thank you,
Wilson's here.
baby.
Actually, yeah, I'm glad that Jay Wilson is here because I actually wanted to even though we have our differences and stuff, but I still go on his lives from time to time, not as often, but I do want to give credit where credit is due because I did catch his live today and he was talking about how. Because, like I said, all these man references going on, and he addressed that briefly because there was some people that was actually referring to me as mother child.
What?
Yep, that's another one. Yep, and shout out to Trezor. They were
Love me
saying,
some
"Oh, I didn't
treasure.
know." Oh, yeah, he was like, "Yeah, he was saying that some people were saying that they didn't know that mother was in Vegas as well." So implying that, again, they were still um talking about she's a
Right.
man. And so, talking about the whole man thing, and so he addressed that, and so I appreciate the defending me and the
No.
respect that he
Yeah, he
gave.
said you left on your own.
And I mean, he knows why. I mean, it was
Yeah.
a level of disrespect towards me and the show that I was involved in, and
Right.
so it wasn't warranted at all
Hey,
because I was a
sweetheart.
supporter.
Right,
Yeah,
right. I
hmm
definitely support him. That's my buddy there.
yeah.
That's my Norfolk State buddy there. But I mean, so with the, because I'm still okay. I remember when the first one got canceled, and then do you
hmm
feel like this was like a repeat of the cancellation? But Pastor let everybody know
Yeah, he
from the
did.
jump.
He
He let
did.
everybody know from the jump.
Right. And it seems like they are trying to make me out to be like this jilted person in Vegas. Like this happened twice. I can't control that. Like if there were plans made, like it's for me, Lolo, I prefer to
Mhm.
travel in a group because I've been wanting to travel for a long time, but I never had anybody to travel with. And so I just want to travel with a certain group if I feel like they are going to put in a good trip or whatever. So I decided that several months before he announced this trip, I said that I wanted to go to Vegas. I wanted to go to Vegas, and so it was just kind of coincidence that he was announcing that trip. And so, if I made the plans already, I'm not going to derail them because someone decided to cancel. But it's not on me. I mean, I can't control. What anyone else does as far as them canceling plans, but that's not going to derail my plans
True.
you
True.
know. But I just don't like how they making out to be this pitiful soul that I'm not like I'm just trying to figure out where they're going with this. Like, oh, this happened with Jay Wilson, this happened with Lemon. It's like I'm just trying to figure out where they're going with that one.
Thank you, Pastor Baby. I appreciate you. I absolutely did. I enjoyed Ox
Yeah.
City, the Ghetto View, Faith. I enjoyed them so very much. And the people that I met along the way, just meeting people. It was just everything for me. It was something that I really needed. And, I just, what I really got to do, and I meant to do it on the way home on the plane, was to listen to Roman's whole live. Now, they said there was one caller that was very rude, which,
Oh, really?
yeah, now I didn't hear it, so I don't know which call it was. But baby, I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know. So, if you could speak to Roman right now, what would you tell him? I mean, because he's probably like, wait, what?
I mean, well, that's what I mean. I mean, I don't. know why he would say, "Wait, what?" Because those are the things he said. I mean, those words came out of his mouth. So I would be like, what I would say to him is like, I thought we were cool, and I mean, I still don't have no ill will towards you. I just thought I had the right to rebut some of the things that you said because again, your recollection of how we met was way off base, and I don't understand, like, why it,
I'm
why
coming
it went
past.
that way.
Pastor put me on the train with him. I'm coming past me and my scooter.
Are you gonna go to the oh, okay.
Me and the scooter. Now we are $38 round trip. I'm in. Um, now we are trying to get together an October trip to
Yes.
New Orleans for our
Mm-hmm.
birthdays, and we
Mm-hmm.
definitely implore you all to say if y'all want to come or not, and see what's up from that.
Yes.
We'll gauge it over the next month or so and go from there. But I think I don't know. I'm like I said, I listen to King Roman, and King Roman gives it to you like straight with
Mm-hmm.
no chaser sometimes, and his face tells everything.
Yeah, it
So
does.
I love it when he do that. No, I love that because I want to know. Okay, you can take the train there too, girl. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, Pastor. That's what I'm talking about. So I think that now with Ox City and with the Ghetto Girls, no, the Ghetto Girl, I'm
Ghetto
sorry,
view.
the Ghetto View. I don't know why I said Ghetto Girl. Well, the Ghetto View, they were there. And so they're kind of saying that did happen. So what did you think? Oh, they do want to know, how did you enjoy Lolo's Chicken and Waffles, and how did you enjoy Hamburger
Yeah, I
Mary's?
enjoyed them both. I enjoyed them both. I just had the waffle and some had home fries. The home fries were a little salty for my taste, but they were pretty good. They were well cooked. 'Cause I don't eat meat, so I just had the waffle and the home fries. So
I
and
didn't know
also,
you didn't eat meat.
yeah, I know you can't tell. I know because I'm still fat as hell, but I don't.
No, girl,
Yeah,
that must be where all that energy came from. Cause I was like, damn, she had to cook. She gone, y'all. She gone. She just gone. Like what? Now Pizarro says Ghetto View was there also. Y'all act like what she's saying is wrong. She caught the shade and y'all know it was shade. I didn't
yeah.
get to hear it, so I
It
don't
was.
know.
It was. Yeah. It was. Some backhanded compliment, but it was shade because I know he said it. Because you know how it is when you saying it's shade, but it is shade. It was. It was.
Well,
Yeah, it was.
I take shade with a side of fries myself. I'd be like, okay.
Yeah, but that's the thing. But like I said, just don't lie on me. Like I said, just I don't want there to be a perception, because he kind of gave like I just feel like he gave an audience a certain perception about my character, and that's my thing.
And now just chilling said he said it, Lolo. I heard
Hmm.
it too. Oh
Hmm.
my
Yeah, I'm not gonna make
goodness.
this up. I'm not gonna lie. I don't lie on people. I don't lie at all. I don't make anything up.
Right. I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to definitely go back and listen to that 8 hour live. When I woke up, Lemon was up there cussing everybody out, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, another night. Um, Another night. Now, do you really think that Krista is intimidated or jealous of any type of,
Yeah, I don't know, like, because I know that's what they say, I mean, that's what they say. I don't know. I mean, but Dana DeVito, I mean, there's something about, the way Dana DeVito has some type of infatuation towards me, I think.
Wait, who is Danny DeVito?
The person you brought up about, whether
Oh,
you asked whether or not,
uh,
that person was intimidated. So shout out to Dana DeVito. I dedicated a song to her. I
that's right. You did dedicate a song to
yeah, sure,
your
yep, I
panel.
did. I sure did.
I'm so
Yeah.
used to the penguin and everything else, child. I forgot.
That two things that all goes together. See, it all goes
Look,
together.
Pastor said he threw some shade too now. He threw some shade too. Did you catch that?
Was shade towards who, me?
I
I,
think
I won't be.
so.
I wouldn't be surprised. I honestly am surprised that he didn't go in as hard on me as I thought. I really was surprised, actually. That he. Maybe I didn't hear it. Maybe I didn't notice. But I'm surprised he didn't go hard on me. I expected way more from him.
Really? I think
Mhm.
I like Pastor. I think Pastor, he's just everybody's so real and I love it. Um And this is what I love about everybody up here. We're real, and we be like, this is it now. And the pastor said he threw some shade, but he did enjoy us. He did enjoy us. I
Oh
was
yeah,
happy.
yeah, yeah.
I was happy to see him at the drag show. I was so mad my phone died. I was like, no,
Yeah,
no, man.
because y'all was you don't share that shoe. Oh, okay.
I love you still. Baby, it was something else. It was something else. So if you could change anything about any of this over the last couple of years, would you do anything different? Hey, Dr. Soapy, not Millie Jackson.
The wig, Millie Jackson. Okay, yeah, I get the connection. Yeah, but within the last couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the meet and greets and things like that.
No, I wouldn't. No, absolutely not.
Because these are some really quality people. And I know Pastor says everybody's a 1099, and I get that. And in a sense, he's definitely right. But you can really make some nice friends up here. And I know it's a lot of back chat, back talking and this and that. But the real people recognize real people. You know what I mean?
Right, absolutely. You know, you just have to use your discernment. Once you get to know someone, you use your discernment and go from there.
Mm-hmm. Use your discernment. At the Venetian on that boat ride, what?
Where did you go? Where did you do that? What did you do on the boat ride?
I didn't go on no boat ride. I didn't go to the Venetian.
Oh, okay. So what is he talking about?
I went to the Virgin. That sounds funny. I went to the Virgin Casino last night.
But what is it about why does he keep bringing up the Venetian? Like, I mean, did you?
I know me and Rebel was sitting outside of the Venetian. Oh, and the gelato conversation.
What about gelato? What about that? What about?
Me and Rebel was talking about gelato, and because he had a gummy, and it was just wild. But that he wasn't feeling good, so it was just something else. But I really enjoyed meeting everybody that I've met. I mean, even Shakim with the fish eating. What the stuff your feet? Yes, you saw the fish spa. I was like, Faith, look, it's fish. It's fish. Noble was right. Noble ain't told no lie. Baby, that was at Planet Hollywood. That was Planet Hollywood.
At that mall, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, I ain't been in the mall in years. Years. Wait, is Lionel Richie still with us?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Don't talk that up. Oh yeah,
I'm just asking. I don't know.
Nah, don't jinx it.
No, I don't want to jinx the poor man. Lionel Richie, God bless you and and your endeavors, sir. I definitely don't want to jinx nothing at all. So, what I am very curious about now, when it came to the bathwater, because this is something that Envy was really focused on.
Yeah, I see. I noticed that when I watched him. I think the other night.
Thank you, Dr. Sophie.
While I was chilling in my room in Vegas, and he was talking about this. He's fixated on this bath water.
I'm like, is interested. Yeah. So when was the bath water going to come into play?
It was nothing about bath water.
Oh,
nothing about bath water playing. That's why I'm like, what is he talking about? Where is this bath water thing? I'm like, does he want me to run him a bath? A bath. I mean, Envy, is that what it is? Envy, do you want me to run you a bath? Because it's like he's just really fixated on that. It was never any talk about bath water in Vegas. We was talking about and I don't even know why I came up, because I remember and I already said this, but remember when I first was coming in as Mrs. Lemon Jr., I would come on the panel and I would briefly go up there and be like, okay, what you want for supper tonight? And he would respond and I would drop right back down. That was a gag. And then the next time I came up and I was like, okay, so how you want your bath water? You want some lavender oil or whatever? It was a running gag, but that was months ago before the trip was thought of. And one thing has nothing to do with the other. So I'm like, what is with this bath water? And why didn't it come up in the first place?
and no, we didn't have the slumber party because I think Ness and Trends had been busy all day long. And then we was out and we was busy. So by the time we finished, the Ness it was just getting, and it was late, and they were tired, so we never didn't do it. But I know I had my onesie on, and I hope she
Yep,
had her
sure did.
Scooby Doo onesie
Mm,
on, and the other
I
one
wasn't
that she
wearing one.
had.
Mhm.
Yeah, you do the face that she
Mm,
was wearing one. I'm like, what?
mm,
City was like, nope. Many people don't take a bath. What? Oh my
mm, mm.
gosh, Bessa, stop it. So no, we didn't go to the slumber party. There was no slumber party. Not that I got to go to. And Reese said, I know Lemon said it, but I think he's probably misconfusing one person for another. That
Said what?
happens.
Like what? Yeah, about what?
Hey, outspoken baby. So probably confusing it with somebody else saying something.
Yeah, but
And
that's the only time bathwater came up out of my mouth in this whole, But I'm like, that's why I'm like, how did that whole thing come about as far as bathwater? I'm like, just really bringing up bathwater, and also I just wanted to, side note, because I'm going back to that live when Roman was discussing our meetup, and then I remember Goosey was like saying that he saw saw my video, and she seemed kind of odd. And I was just like, okay, that's kind of odd that Goosey is calling somebody else odd. I find that odd. But that's not the here or there.
did he?
I was
But
just, I just
wait,
went,
did Goosey say why he said that was
no,
odd?
no, not that I, that I know of, but I just was like, I find that to be odd. I mean, I'm not tripping about it. It was just weird that he said that somebody was odd. And I
Oh,
was like, okay, I'm like, okay, you know.
oh. Well, I
And
didn't know you and Goosey had ever had any
no, Lolo, don't
dealings.
start that. Don't start that.
No,
I
no.
just
Goosey just gives his opinion on stuff. So I
right.
was
That's what
just
I'm saying. Yeah,
okay.
no, I mean, I have no issue, but like I said, I was just bringing it. I just wanted to bring that up because he was saying that I seem kind of odd, and I'm like, okay, but but I mean, like I said, I'm not tripping, but I was like, I find it odd that he's
Oh.
odd. That's kind of ironic.
Right. And Reese said, no. Lemon speaking of the bath, and she confirmed to the bed the
Yeah,
bad
probably
story
typed
or the
that.
best story. You confirm. No, not bad. The Reese, you confusing the sister. It
Yeah, you
ain't
got to type
easy.
that up. You got to type that again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to retype that sentence.
What I'm thinking, hi Donna, how are you? Thank you so much. Yes, I really did. I got so much video and everything. It's a lot. It's a lot. I can't wait to upload it and fix it all up for you. And now Pastor says, Faith, someone just hit me up and said you wanted a storyline, and that's why Lemon didn't go to Vegas. Girl, these people are so messy.
Okay. Okay, so let me, like I said, again, that sounds dumb. Somebody will derail plans to go to Vegas because they want to avoid stunt, like
Or
a 2 or
that
3
you wanted a
seconds.
storyline. They said that's what that kiss was about, to start the storyline. The storyline, I guess, would be in Miss Lemon Jr.
Right, exactly. Didn't I just explain that like
You
2, 3,
did.
4? Okay, I just explained that. So why would that be a reason for him to derail his plans? Because like I said, he didn't have to go through with it. So like I said, that sounds dumb, because I'm like, you going to derail plans for a 2, 3 second stunt, like
Well,
a stunt?
they kind of saying that you staging a kiss with Lemon is dumb.
Okay, well, you're
Now,
entitled to that.
outspoken, why
Yeah,
you
okay,
say that? Why you say that,
okay. I
outspoken?
mean, hey, that's fine too.
She means weird. I mean, but
I heard you said
why?
weird. Why would I'm okay? Some people, you know what, Lolo, because I do have
Mhm.
I have a dry sense of humor, a warped sense of humor. Some people don't get it. A lot of people don't get it.
Okay.
They miss it. I'm always known to be misunderstood. So that's a given. That comes with the
Ah.
territory.
Now Reese fixed it way up. She said, sorry, my phone typed slow. I'm going to just sit back and watch. I meant to say Faith confirmed the bath story timeline versus Lemon bringing it up during everybody confronting him. That makes sense. That's what she meant.
Uh,
So it was confirmed, and then Lemon did that, and this outspoken said because he won't gonna do it.
and that's okay, and that was fine. He didn't, like I said, like I said, we didn't have to do it. And that's the thing. None of this had to, this didn't even have to come up. I wasn't even going to say anything until he
Ah.
mentioned it. And it's the way he mentioned it. It was like he made it seem as if because he didn't bring it up initially. He didn't bring it up as the way it was planned, like the way, it was. He brought it up, and you was there on the YTC platform when he was like, "Oh, she just wanted to meet the star, and she just wanted to make out session with me," like trying to make it out to be such like,
Wow.
like he's so irresistible. Like he was so irresistible to me that I was so determined, and so that's why I had to kind of, set that record straight because he made it seem as if I was so eager.
Wow. Now, Pastor says he thinks the lemon didn't have no money, and he thought that I wouldn't go if he canceled. I still went,
Probably,
and it pisses him off. Lolo did that. Thank you, my love.
yeah.
I had
He's
a
bitter.
good time. Yeah, if he canceled, I wouldn't go.
Right.
But my plans weren't around him though. That's
It
the whole
wasn't
thing.
exactly.
We were going to meet up and things, but I had plans with Sassy, I had plans with Ox, I had plans with Faith. I mean, I had plans with Ness, I had plans, and it won't but for a night. So we weren't going to be joined at the hip, and I don't think
Right.
he thought that. So I think when Snoop tried to infiltrate or whatever you want to call what she was doing, trolling or whatever, and trying to and invited me to a strip show, that was I don't even understand that part, but it is what it is. I mean, now they talking. They was hating each other. Now they talking. What's up, that 504 girl that saved my back,
Yes,
girl?
yes.
But what I want to know is where was you when that thing tipped over? Well, nobody out there at 11:30, and I'm like,
But
damn, ain't
Rolo,
no.
like take me back. Like what? I mean, were you trying to pick up something from the ground or something?
No, what I did was it had that. You know how they had that dip where you can go off of the sidewalk in front of the hotel. So I go down and I'm trying to go around, trying to do I guess a 3-point turn, whatever turn,
Hmm, hmm.
and that turn said no and said boop.
Oh my lord!
And it was so funny because any other time something happened, everybody be out there, right? Like, oh no, you okay? Not a single soul was out there. I'm like, I know they got to see me on the cameras. They ain't nobody said that. I said, okay, girl, how you gonna get it from here? All right, you gonna push the card back up. You gonna get yourself up. You gonna dust yourself and your breathe down knee up, and
Hmm.
you gonna keep right on going.
Well, I'm glad you didn't get too, they hurt too badly.
Me too, because baby, that was a trip, and I had to laugh. I'm sitting down there laughing like this is funny. Now, if I was live and did this would they couldn't have been no funnier. That would
Right, you should have been live. Oh my goodness,
that
that
would
would
have
have
been
been
funny.
that would have been like that would have been epic.
That would have
You
been
know.
epic. They would have
Hmm.
said I was drunk. I was doing everything. Now, wait, just trolling said there were so many kiss narratives on these cations. Shakim and Roe was supposed to kiss in Seattle, but they fell out. Who else was supposed to be kissing?
Right, who
Just
else?
trolling. There's a lot of kissing going on around here.
Kissing you is all that I've been
Mm,
thinking of. Kissing you is
that's
ooh.
I don't know if that was nothing. I don't know if that's what
Yeah,
you wanna
yeah,
do.
but I mean, it's just all this, talk. I mean, hey, I still was talking. And like I said, this, it's content. I understand it's content, but it's just the references for me, Lolo. So like the last few, ever since I ever since I had this running gag of Mrs. Lemon Jr., I've been referred to as Saucy Santana. Um, referred to as Luther Vandross, and
What?
I was called J. Alexander, Miss J, and now
Damn.
Mother.
Damn.
Yes,
You was in a
yes,
whole host of stars.
yes.
I
I mean,
mean,
right?
you was going to be in the star. Now, the only thing that would have made that show even better is if Mother had come out. Baby.
I know, right?
Oh, I would have loved. When Mother goes and does another show, I got to get my ass there. I'd be
Yeah,
like, I
yeah,
want to see because he is everything.
yeah.
And
Shout out to Treasure.
yes,
Shout out
Trace
to all those people I
Joy.
named. They were all icons.
Hey,
Shout out,
Creeble.
Yeah, shout out to all those people I named. They all icons in their own right.
That is true. That is true. And Cree, you right. She said they called her Treasure Lady too, honey. Baby. But I couldn't understand it because when I met Faith, I'm like, I don't see none of what y'all talking about. This is clearly a woman. I don't understand what the problem is.
Yeah, I don't
And
know.
hey, Pookie, Cree, it's good to see you, Mama. It's just like I didn't understand. And hanging out with Ox City was so much fun. And
It
then to
was.
meet the ghetto view, baby, it was
Yeah.
like meeting
Yes.
like-minded people. But you have met them before, right?
I met no actually Ghetto View was the first time I met Ghetto View. I met Ox City before. That last trip, the last Vegas trip, I met Ox City.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I adored Ox City. I mean, I was like,
Yes. Yes.
can we be sisters? Can you be my sister? I'm trying to get in everybody's family because, baby,
Thank you, Ron P. Thank you so much, Ron P. But yeah,
absolutely,
that's my first time. My first time meeting Ghetto View, and I really appreciate her
exactly.
for supporting my channel. You know, she watches some
Yeah,
interviews, so I appreciate that.
she's a sweetheart. So yeah, tell us exactly what your channel is about because
Oh,
if you
thank
were going
you.
to go the Miss Lemon route, the Lemon Junior route, then how is that going to fit in with
It wouldn't.
your regular channel? It was just going to be a
It,
separate thing in
it's just
and
a
of
separate,
itself.
totally separate, totally separate. Yeah, it would have been separate. And it would have been like, just something, like you know, something messy to do, because yes, my content is like totally separate from B Sector. I focus on interviews. I've interviewed some great people. I've been blessed so far to interview with so many great people. Please make sure, speaking of that, shameless plug, I'm going to be interviewing with Bubs the God this coming Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please make sure you check him out, by the way. And also, I do some reaction videos as well. Like if I see something like, that's trending or something that's like a panel discussion. And I also react to a lot of the videos that MTR puts out. MTR is mediocre tutorial reviews, so I am a fan of his content. So I do some reaction videos as well, or sometimes I might just add my little 2 cents on my perspective on certain things I've just decide I want to randomly talk about. So please like, share, and subscribe to my channel as well. I would do appreciate the support
I'm
that I'm
trying to
getting.
drop it and it's telling me you can't drop it. I'm like, excuse me?
Oh really?
Yeah, it's talking about YouTube rejected your comment. Don't play with
Oh
me,
no, I see it.
StreamYard. Look,
I see
I'm
it.
calling it StreamYard. Yeah, I just shared it again. I'm like, don't play with me, StreamYard.
Yeah, thank
Don't
you
do
for
me.
sharing.
Anytime, anytime. So y'all check out Faith's interviews. So who are some of the people that you've interviewed?
I
Thank you,
interview I interviewed with some of my family members, including my mother. I interviewed with her because she has a journey, between being a recovering addict and her a
Mhm.
life being sober. So that is something to watch. Also, I interviewed with a few other content creators, Scotty by Nature, Erica De Niro, Tramel. Interviewed with Tramel. I don't know if you're familiar with him. I
No, what sectors are they from?
different sectors. Because I know, like, with Scotty, Tramel, and who else? Chef Don Don, like those, they do more like reality TV reviews, trending topics, and
Okay.
Trezor is more in that circle as well. Like he's more lumped in with that circle as well, with those individuals. But they are also content creators. Tramel is an actor, model, singer, reality
Hey,
star.
sweetie.
Hi, hello, I'm
Hey,
Davna.
Devna. Isn't she gorgeous? She's
Yes, she is.
sickeningly gorgeous. You
Yeah,
had
so
some problem? Yeah, StreamYard link is like weird. So post a StreamYard link on your community wall. That makes sense. How do you feel like would you feel like talking to anybody?
for me,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't mind.
Okay. Okay. So let's see if at least the link will drop because I can drop it in the regular chat too if it acts
Awesome.
a little crazy. But it looks like we got it. So if you guys have any questions for Faith, please feel free to come and ask something that maybe I didn't think of. Have you ever thought of trying to interview Treasure? Because
I
he
thought
has
about
some
it. I didn't think he'd be
wonderful.
open to it. Yes, I interviewed. Thank you, Devin. I interviewed with Dante Reviews. He's in the country skit. I don't know if you heard of comedian Country Wayne. I've interviewed a few people within that circuit, Country Wayne and his skits. And so I interviewed with Deontay Reviews. I interviewed with O'Neill TV. I interviewed with actor DC Chambers, Nelson J.
Oh,
Davis. I interviewed with some directors, Silk White. A lot of people from the Tubi movies. I interviewed with Emery Lawrence. Interviewed with I just interviewed with William Swift. They did a lot of work in the Tubi movie um
oh yeah, because you
universe.
did say you like Tubi movies.
Yes, yes, yes. So yeah, I've been interviewed with some great people so far. It's been, like I said, it's been a blessing to take the top. And my pastor, I interviewed with someone from my church who's a teacher. Like I try to I try to highlight those people as well. I interviewed with a registered nurse who was the first. He was the first Black man to graduate from his nursing program ever in St.
Oh,
Louis. So that was a Black History Month moment right there.
very
Hmm.
much so.
Yes, absolutely.
You do a lot. That is really good.
Yeah,
I
thank
think
you.
this is amazing. I love the interviews, and I too want to interview, but I really want to interview people that are, and I know it's probably important to reach out to people in other sectors, but I love my sector so much and the
Right.
people in it that I really want to kind of talk to them. And, it's just so many interesting people here. And I know there's a million interesting people on YouTube, but
Just be
talking to the
selective.
people
Be
here,
mindful who you select.
be mindful. What he really, because everybody has a story. Some people have a
Of course,
testimony.
but I'm just saying, just be mindful who you select. As far as the sector goes, be mindful who you select to interview with.
You think so? I would love to interview YouTube cameras. I
Okay.
would love to talk to Ghetto. There's so many people
Yeah.
that I want
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
talk to. Hey, TNT baby, I hope you are feeling good, better this evening. I would love to interview a lot of people. Nurse K is amazing in her own right. I love the fact that she's so dedicated to her job. It's just so much. And Jay Wilson, of course, I would love to interview
Right.
him.
Right.
Ness has been interviewed before, but Ness is another interesting person. I've interviewed your friend Lemon before. It was, back then it kind of turned more into the Lemon show,
Of
and
course.
now it's a lot different. And
Right.
I don't have to do that. Now I do got a question about that because I know how our conversations went behind that. Hey Asavi, thank you so very, very much. Mwah, I appreciate you. Thank you for the $10 super sticker. And I had an amazing vacation with amazing women that were so down to earth, so real. I just wanted to take Ox City and the Ghetto View and Faith and put them in different pocketbooks and put them through TSA. And you were so right about the TSA too, baby. The
Yeah. What
guy said,
happened?
they said the TSA ain't
Yes.
working. I was like, well, what happens then? What? Oh, yeah, V. Lenore. Absolutely. We should,
Yes.
oh, so much. So I thank
I
you,
actually reached out
Asafi,
to Vina Law when I
baby.
first started my channel. I reached out to
Mm-hmm.
Vina Law to interview with her, but she gave me her behind the kiss. So but shout out to Vina
What?
Law. Yeah, shout out to Vina Law though.
Oh,
Yeah, she didn't
yeah.
respond. Mhm.
The last time I watched V. Lenore, she was still on Ernesto's case.
Yeah, she was doing. Yeah, she's doing something totally different. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, TNT. I hope it's better. It's gonna be bruised for a while. But my son had knee surgery back when my mom passed, and his knee is looking so much better now. He was moving. I was like, all right now, don't be doing too much. Look, I was hoping he was gonna say, oh, you can keep the jacket, Mom, but he was like, okay, thank you. Thank you very much. I'll take that back. I was like, dang. His closet is sick. I mean, everything matches. It's like I don't know where he got this Garanimo matches thing from, but everything matches: the shoes, the
But
shirts,
yeah,
the
oh yeah, there's a lot of
jeans.
them. A lot
My
of men like that.
Yes, my son is something. Hey, Miss LA, how are you, baby? It was something. It was like,
Yeah, it was suspended. Yeah, the TSA pre-check, it was suspended. But
yeah,
I mean, I was able to go through fine. I was good.
yeah, it was easy to go through. It wasn't bad at all. Except for like, remember you told me I could bring that bottle of water because I had medication to take. Baby, you know, they tested it. They was like, the guy said who was pushing the wheelchair, he was like, did you got something in that suitcase? And I was like, it's water. It's just water. That's all. It's just water. But it was pretty smooth. But the guy said, he
Okay,
said, yeah, if TSA, they ain't getting paid, they ain't coming in, and they'll let
right.
you sit there and won't do nothing. But it was just even talking to the people in the airport, just so cool. And I met a lady that lives in Windsor, Virginia, that was on the same flight. She was 86 and her daughter was
Oh,
65, and they were white, but she didn't look no 65. I was like, you better work. And
right,
they
right.
had, yeah, she had, and the mother had a puppy with her, a 14-year-old Shih Tzu who was so sweet. So I got some puppy love before we got on that plane,
Oh,
and I mean, we had an amazing conversation. Hey, ugly, how you doing?
hi, ugly Haitian. Why you
And
call yourself ugly? Don't call yourself ugly.
look, that's the name, baby. That's
I
just the
know,
name.
I
She ain't
know.
no better. But you know what? It's so many interesting people that are around us every day.
Yes, that's why I have my platform to I'm open to some different perspectives, different type of cultural beliefs and different type of occupations. I interviewed with a sanitation worker who was a DJ as well. So yeah, so I'm just really looking forward to seeing how this might go. We'll see. We'll see what
Mm.
happens.
Okay, a sanitation worker that was a DJ on the set.
There's
Let
a
me tell
DJ.
you, right
Hmm.
now you got to have two kinds of income, two or more
Hmm.
types of income coming in, because I mean it's just a lot. Now, how do you feel about these channel terminations?
Oh,
And
to me, I think it's ridiculous. I mean, just if you don't rock with somebody, don't watch them. Don't watch them. If there's someone that you have an issue with, don't support them any longer. Why would you want to come go after their channel?
but you realize it's a lot of hate watching. It's a
Yeah.
lot of hate watching,
If you
and
hate it, don't watch it.
but that's the thing. It's the reason why they're watching. They're waiting for a crash out. They're waiting for something weird to happen. I feel like there are some people are waiting for trigger words and things like that so that they can report, and it
And
just
it's
feels
ridiculous.
like,
And that's too much. That's too much time on their hands.
but you know, in a sense it is, but in a sense when you make people mad, a lot of people will go through a lot to get back at
And that's
you.
the problem. And that's the problem. And sometimes when you do something, you act. You do something, and that 5 minute act could lead into a lifetime of misery, a lifetime of consequence. So you got to be
True.
mindful. You can't always be reactive. Sometimes you got to take a proactive approach.
Now, you've been behind the scenes with the same person. Do you think that they take a proactive or a reactive
Yeah. Oh,
stance?
totally reactive. And I told them that too. I mentioned this. I've had that type of conversation with them. It
I
goes to
think
one
a
out the
lot of
other.
us have.
Yeah, it goes to one out the other.
So, did you get the same answer as trust the process?
Yeah,
Was that
yeah. So I know I know that this he acknowledges, but that's about it. It's just
okay?
it's like and he always apologizes, but apology we always know is it's change behavior. So if you know you're not going to change, because it's contradictory. On one hand, he says that he's apologetic and he's aware of how impactful his actions are. And on the other hand, he's like, oh, well, I'm not going to change for anyone. And, but I'm like, well, that's part of the process of evolving as a human being is changing your behavior. So you can't have it both ways.
So do you think that maybe a better person to have run that storyline with would have been better? If you had to change. Hey King Roman, how you doing? Thank
Hey,
you, my love. Do you think that there would have been a better person to run that storyline with?
I mean, it wasn't. I wasn't like it was. I wasn't scouting for actors, Lolo. I mean, it was
Well,
just a
I
thing that I
mean,
just. It was
yeah,
a
I
random.
mean,
It
but
was a spontaneous idea. It was some, because
right.
of the Mrs. Lemon thing. It all centered around the Mrs. Lemon gag, Mrs.
Oh
Lemon
yeah,
Jr. gag.
everybody was
That
Mrs.
was
Lemon
it.
for a minute. Everybody felt like they was. I
Yeah.
think Big Baby was Mrs. Lemon for a
I
minute.
don't know about any other. I don't know about any other Mrs. Lemon because only one I know was Danny DeVito because she wouldn't have no other way.
No, not Danny DeVito. See, that's
Yeah,
a
I mean,
whole
she would have no
nother.
other way.
It's now, have you noticed how she is really leaning back into trying to become his friend again?
I mean, it's surprising. It's not surprising to me.
No, it's not surprising. It's a little unsettling
Oh,
at
oh yeah, of course.
times.
But that's that's their circus, their monkeys.
That is true. That is true. Now, since King Roman is here, King Roman, how much shade were you throwing? Because, and was the shade directed at Faith or was it directed at
Directed.
Lemon? Because I fell asleep. You are so comforting, and I fell asleep. And when I woke up, Lemon was on the panel cussing folk out, and I was like, "Wait, how did this happen? Is it a call-in show? What happened?" So was it toward Faith or was it toward Lemon? And I personally take your shade as fun to me because the things that like you, ODS, and Tracy, different times, y'all will say, you need to do XYZ. And I'll be like, you know what? That's constructive criticism. And they right. I need to do it like this. Let me try it like this. And I think it's a great thing for me because just like when Dory was making the pictures, I thought the pictures personally, other
That
people
Mr.
may have thought,
That potato head was cute.
I love the
Yeah.
potato. I think Dory did an amazing job. And I'm just going to say it. Dory did an amazing job. I was absolutely tickled that she did that. Thank you, TNT baby. It was a
Yeah.
long trip, but at least I got
Hello.
to say I
Hi,
went to
TN. Hi, hi,
Denver.
hi. Welcome to the TNT. I don't. I didn't
Yep,
catch the
TNT
full name.
family show. Yeah, she
TNT
had
family.
surgery,
Mm.
and when you got surgery, it's a hard road, but she got this. I know she got this, and she got people praying for her and just hoping that everything is gonna be all right. And I know she gonna be better than before. She gonna be like the bionic woman, baby. She gonna be
Right.
like the
Right.
bionic woman. Yeah, Roman has since he does have a really keen sense of humor, and you can't take it personal because he's very thoughtful, but sometimes I feel like Roman doesn't mean harm. I mean,
I'm
but
not saying he
no,
did. Okay, I'm not
right,
saying he's wrong, but Lolo, understand something. It's not that I'm taking everything personally. It was
all right,
certain aspects of his recollection of our meetup that was an issue for me. And yes, I do take that personally when it comes to my character and the way he described our meetup. That's why I'm. But like I said, I have a sense of humor. I understand the gist of it all. But there's just certain areas
right.
of that. There were certain areas I didn't like too
That you took
well.
offense to, and I can understand that. And no, ZX didn't. If he ain't
No,
show up,
no,
I ain't see
I ain't
his.
see him. I ain't see him
We
either.
ain't seen his.
Mm,
We ain't seen that man. He was too busy on panels trying to mess everybody up. So I just, yeah, I don't think King Roman does anything with
malicious intent. I understand.
yeah, I
Hmm.
really don't. I just feel like he gives commentary that he's thinking right then and there, and but like you said, if you felt offended, then you have a right to say something, But
Right, exactly. It's like I said, just based off like the key highlights that I mentioned, because it was like the way he was saying about like being sitting with me and the
that's a
way.
beautiful picture, Miss LA. She did want to say, what did he say wrong?
Oh, you got to red ball it back. I must send
Oh
it in
yeah,
the Mhm.
Yeah, well, when she first came in, it was some shade that King Roman threw about Lemon kissing. No, TNT, I'm gonna have to look, girl. It's been a hell of a week, but I'm gonna have to look. Oh, Ugly said it was that she fell asleep at the dinner table whilst everyone was eating and she
See?
was drooling.
So
Jeez.
so yeah, you heard it too?
You welcome, sweetheart. I didn't evidently Ugly heard it, but I
Mhm.
mean. I
And I was like, where the heck did that come from? Mhm.
you just period. You didn't fall asleep.
No.
Oh, okay. I mean, just asking for the record. She did not
Hey,
fall asleep, and he said that she looked like an older woman. We are older women. We can't look no other
oh,
way.
mm-hmm.
We can't look no other way.
Mm.
And then he's young too, so we are older women to him. And yeah, not to be messy, but this is the
Yeah.
beef sector.
Yeah, but I
So
mean, you know how it is. I mean, I don't know that ageism thing, that age shaming, huh? I mean, because I'm like, but how do they know I'm old? I mean, how old do they think I am? I never mention my age.
that's true. She doesn't look
Yeah,
old in
yeah,
person at all. So I mean,
yeah.
she definitely
Yeah,
doesn't.
because that has been brought up too, Lolo. Her old
Mhm.
behind. No, get her old ass and old this and old that.
Child, at that big
That's been
age, at
coming
your
up.
big age, at your big age, it's
Yes,
like,
yes.
child. Wow. Okay. Yes, I'm
I'm like,
getting
how you know how
older.
big my age is? How do you know how big my age is? How do you know?
It just is what it is. But yeah, like Ugly said, this is the beef sector, so people are gonna say shit. And sometimes it's gonna rub us the wrong way. Me personally, I think I'm so goofy, I don't even catch it
Right.
when it's
Yeah,
shady.
yeah. I'm silly too. Like I said, people might think I'm so serious all the time, but I'm so silly. I'm silly too. But like I said, that's the thing. I know people might say, don't take everything personally or whatever. Don't be so sensitive. And that's not what I'm doing, but I have the right to respond to how, the perception was put out there. And I mean, I'm gonna stand by that one.
Yeah, and you have
Mhm.
every right to. You definitely do. You definitely do. I was hoping King would hit the panel, but he might be busy, and I don't want to, bother
Mhm,
him
mhm,
if he busy and
mhm.
whatnot, because he got Eli and he got things he
Right.
works on and whatnot. Now, wait, they said Faith was hitting on him because she. What? Because she bypassed everyone and went to sit right next to him, and he was
Okay.
like,
Are you?
"Who is
He said
this?"
that. Did he say that for real, or are you making that up? Did he say that for real? 'Cause I didn't catch that part.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't catch that part. Did he really say that? Or are you making that up? Hey, Sean. Yeah,
mm,
can you confirm that for me? Because I didn't hear that part.
no. And Miss LA, if you is a girl, you better work,
Yeah, yeah,
honey.
right.
You
Yes,
better
yes.
work, girl.
You
You
look
is
fabulous for your age. Hmm.
baby. You better go, girl. Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh,
and
you
now,
did say that?
yeah. Oh my. He said, wait. He said you walked in looking like somebody auntie.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
I know I'm somebody auntie. I
So
definitely
am
am.
I. Yeah, so am
Auntie,
I.
grandma, great grandma. Now I'm
Well,
every
yeah, I know
woman.
one's grandma now. I know one's grandma.
Oh well, congrats because I played with my great grandbaby when I got back, and I got some hugs and kisses, and
Of course, of
I
course.
got to
That's
play
the
with
best
the
thing in the
dog
world.
today. Yes, I got to play with the dog at the airport, and I got to come back and hug and kiss on that cute little thing with his bad
Yeah.
self. Hey, I ain't seen this person in a long time. I'm coming, girl. I am coming.
Who's that?
Hey, baby, under new management. How you
Oh
doing?
wow, that's the name I ain't hear in a minute either.
How you been?
Peace and blessings. Can you hear
You
me?
on mute?
Yes, peace. No, she not on mute. Peace and blessings to you.
Can
Can
you
you
hear me?
hear her?
Oh no, I
Mm-hmm.
can't. I can't hear her.
Okay, let me turn her up because she definitely
Wait.
is.
Let's see.
Let's see.
You
Okay,
turn me up.
now
Yep,
I hear her now.
I got
Yeah.
you.
How's everybody doing?
So
Hey, hey,
wonderful. It's
what's
good
up?
to
What's up?
see you. It's so good to see you. I ain't seen you in a minute. How you been, baby?
Uh, I've been blessed. I'm good. Everything's good. Thank God. And I saw your trip, and I was like, yes,
Oh my God, I had so much
yes,
fun under new management.
Yeah.
that's awesome. That's
It
great.
was amazing.
So
I'm
where you
still
been?
smiling. Yeah, where you been at?
Me,
You
hey,
been
but
had
you,
now.
you know. Oh, Miss Faith, how are you? I'm sorry.
Hello.
Um, you know, YouTube gets a little dark for my spirit, and I just
Yes.
gotta back up. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
'Cause,
absolutely.
I just don't. Mm, that's not
Yeah.
me. I'll put
Some
it that way.
right. Sometimes you have to just okay, this
Yeah.
is I need to back up because it's a lot. I mean, we got
Mm-hmm.
channels being snatched, we got
Right.
people going after people's channels and business names, and it's just a lot going on.
Because Lolo, I was going to
Hmm.
come on like every now and then, and I'm like,
Right.
nah, because they snatching channels, they flagging, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, nah,
Well,
back up.
but no, you still should because I believe as long as you take, take the right precautions and don't have, the crazy stuff on
Oh
there. I mean,
no, no,
sometimes
I
it
don't.
happens.
I don't want all that. I don't want
Right.
all that. I ain't into it. I'm sorry.
Right. Well, I
you
mean, even
know.
if somebody tried to flag you, it wouldn't really go through because once they listen to your live, they'd be like, she didn't do anything.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but I don't let that deter you because I definitely think you got something to say. Absolutely. And you such a sweet person. So I definitely wouldn't.
I try, but you know what?
Hmm.
The thing about it, like I tell people all the time, get to know yourself first. Get
Right.
to know yourself. Once you know yourself, you put those boundaries up and whatnot, and you have to on here.
Yeah.
But I'm so sweet, I ain't gonna say who the person is. I
Uh-oh.
ain't gonna, I said I wasn't gonna say her name.
Yeah.
I promised her that.
Never be.
And one day I got a call. They were crying and
Uh-oh.
uh-huh. They were somewhere and mm, I don't see how can I put it without
Without putting the
anyway
information out. It was a
they
lot of
need
drama happening.
yeah, it was a lot of drama in their life that was happening. I'm soft hearted,
Right.
I'm a, I'm like just like I was telling a friend of mine
Hey,
earlier
Miss
today.
Toby.
Oh Lord, Miss Toby. Miss Toby, don't do it. Miss Toby, stay in the chat. Be nice. I like me some Miss Toby though.
She's a sweetheart.
She be on my butt. But what was I saying?
You're saying this
Oh,
person that called you, they had a big situation, and did they
just like
try
I
to
was
use
telling a
you?
friend, I said, yeah, I'm a stud, but I'm a little sensitive.
And you have every right to be.
Yeah, and I said, and like I told him, I said that's who I am. But
Right.
I said at my age, oh well, you deal with it or you don't. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
so I helped this person out. Um, and when it was time for them to repay,
Ah.
man, oh man, they kind of like put me through hell, which I didn't get all of it back. Because, like I said, watch those bridges that you cross because you might need to cross them again. But like I said, I know my father takes care of me,
Right.
and he did. I told her, yeah, hey, you go ahead about your business. Don't even worry about it. I know my father, God, he got me. He got me.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But stuff like that, you be nice with people and try to help them out, and they stab you in the back, man. You know,
Right.
for real.
And it
But
hurts. It hurts, but especially when you trust somebody.
see, it was the the things that they were saying, I thought that I could. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna trust you until you do me wrong.
Right.
You know, but also too, I know what I didn't do. I didn't pray before I did anything, and that's I jumped to it because of the tears and
Right.
all that, and that's my fault. But anyway, God is good, and
Yes.
I'm glad you had a good time. I'm
Amazing
so happy
time.
for you, and I never did my condolences to you and your
Oh,
family.
thank you so
You know,
much.
your
I
mama
know.
is an angel watching over you, baby.
Absolutely. And I know she would have really enjoyed it. I would love
Yeah.
to have been able to take her and whatnot. Oh,
Yes.
Faith, you got
Yes.
two of you. Faith, you got
Oh,
two
I
of you.
do. Oh
You
wow, I don't know
do.
what happened.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, there you go.
Well, I ain't gonna stay up here long because I'm boring, believe it or
Oh,
not. So,
child, you is fine. I appreciate you. I'm glad to see you. I'm glad to see that you're good. I
yeah.
I, I get worried when I don't see
No,
people.
no, I'm in my town just messing with the females,
Uh,
driving me crazy.
ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Do your
Just
thing. Do
having a
your
good
thug
time.
thizzle. Do your thug thizzle. Don't let nobody stop you from doing your thug
That's right.
thizzle.
That's right. All right, girl.
Thank you,
Peace to
my
you
love.
and keep doing you, baby. Keep doing you
Absolutely. I
like
appreciate
nobody
you.
can.
I
Nobody
thank you,
can do.
my love. I appreciate you so very much. And here
All right,
go
peace
Faith
and
back.
blessings to the room. Much love. Get to love yourself, know yourself. Look in that mirror and say, God darn it, God made a beautiful piece here.
That's
You know what
right.
I'm saying? All right, peace out.
All
Good
right, my
night.
baby.
All
Good
right.
night. I'm so glad to see that she's good. And now, you know you're wrong for that. But, right, I'm glad to see that under new
Okay.
management is doing well. Definitely.
Yeah.
I-
Yes. Who's come
Don't
over?
worry. I think they know that you said hey there.
Mhm.
So, what do you expect to happen now? Now that you've kind of confronted what you feel Roman
Yeah,
said
I'm good.
about you, do you
Yeah,
feel
I'm
like
good. I'm.
he's going to come back and say anything, make a live and address this, or
Oh, I don't think he. I don't know. I don't think he'll waste his time with little old me. Address
yeah,
little old me. Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so either. But I
Yeah.
mean, he may feel a certain way. So
Why would he feel a certain? Why would he feel a certain way?
maybe he may want to explain exactly why he said what he said. That might be it because I don't think Ox City and Ghetto View took very kindly to what you were saying.
Oh, okay.
Especially since they were
Mhm.
there. Now that's the thing.
Right.
They were there. So I just don't know, you know. I
Yeah, but I
just
have no reason. I know what I heard. I'm not sure why, they would feel some kind of way because it was said towards me and I heard it. So
Well,
okay.
yeah, the thing is they were there too. So that might have been it. Um so tell me exactly what happened when you went there. When you went to was it a restaurant that you met them at?
Met who?
King Roman and Ox City and
Yeah, it was.
everybody.
Yeah, yeah. It was at the Pepper Mill. Yeah, restaurant.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay. At the Peppermill. Okay, cool. Nice
Yeah,
restaurant too.
yeah, yeah. It
And
is. Hmm.
and so when you went in, did you tell us what
I
happened?
said,
Because
all right.
some people
So
are going to be confused.
oh, no confusion. It was very straightforward. Like, it was arranged. Sean Bradley was expecting some of us to be there. And I went there and I approached their table, and first thing I said was, hello, my name is Faith Substance, and Sean knew right away who I was and hugged me, and I greeted Captivated Christian, I greeted Rebel Son, I greeted King Roman, and everything was fine. I mean, they, because Rebel, he was, he, that's my first time meeting him in person, but I've been following him for a few years as well before I met
Oh,
him in person. So
absolutely.
yeah,
Was
so he's a
that now?
favorite.
Was
Yeah.
that the last? That was the last time you went to Vegas, and that was when they were trying to wait for me to get there too, right?
Are you supposed to be there?
I think so. That if that
Oh,
was
really?
that Friday night when
Mm-hmm.
I was
Mm-hmm.
coming in, because Rebel kept reaching out to me like, "Girl, where you at?" And I'm like, "The plane is just coming. It's just coming
Oh,
in." And so
oh,
maybe that might have been it. I mean, I don't know how many other times y'all done been and met in Vegas and whatnot.
that
Now
was that one time.
they said the most egregious thing that he said was that you fell asleep at the dinner table in Vegas with your mouth, with her mouth
Yeah,
while
while
open
drooling. Yeah,
drooling.
I'm like, what? I'm like, okay, why would he even say that? And then, yes, why would he even say that?
Yeah, I mean, the I don't know why. That was that's a wild thing. I mean, that's something that doesn't normally happen. So I don't know. Yeah, 2024. That's when I was supposed to get there, and I was gonna meet Sean, and
Oh,
I just
okay.
got there. Yeah, my plane got there so late that I told Rebel, I said, "There's no way I'm gonna be able to make it."
Mm.
Um, there's no way, because by the time I even got into my room, it was 11 o'clock at night, and I know y'all won't still. They won't still at the restaurant and whatnot. So that's yeah. It was rough. So that's probably when. But if you think, okay, I'm trying to put it the way I'm trying to think it. Put it the way I'm thinking. I think that Roman. Okay, now why did you go sit beside Roman? Was that the only open seat, or
Yeah, why what? Okay, okay, why not? But yeah, but that was, the
hey,
way that
so sister,
the way,
sweetheart?
why wouldn't I mean, why not? I mean, I didn't think that would be our issue sitting with Roman, but but the way that the setup was, I had to go around the table, and it was like a booth area, and
Okay.
he was sitting there, and I just scooted next to him, and it was like he was like saying, well, yeah, she ended up next to me, and I was just like, I'm like, well, okay, well, I'm not sure what that meant, but I'm like, I didn't think that it was any type of uneasiness at all. I didn't think it would be.
Oh, okay. Now they said, I forgot to say that he said said that he was next to maybe Rebel, and she drew on his shirt or something.
What?
What?
Okay, now, I mean, you know what, ugly? Hey, you making this up? You, I think you trolling? Are you trolling?
You- That's wild. Wait,
Are you trolling?
did she fall asleep with her
There
head
ain't
up
no
or
ain't.
on the
It was
side?
nobody had any drool. There was no drool dripping from anyone. So like, just take the drool thing out of the equation. My goodness.
That's wild. That is wild. Now you making some of that up. You just messing because that's wild. But I gotta go back and watch Roman's thing. Does anybody know the timestamp? Not you so serious. Does anybody know the timestamp? Because that was an 8 hour live.
It was. Yeah, I kind of skimmed through, so I won't have any timestamps. I just skimmed through and just look, highlighted like
You
the
know what I'm gonna do? I'm
certain
gonna
parts.
read the transcript. That way I can
Oh, right,
find it.
right. Mm-hmm.
That way I can definitely find it. And he said it last night. Well, are you
Mm-hmm.
gonna look for the timestamp? Thank you, baby. He said it last night. Last night too.
That wasn't the
Jeez.
live. What it was the live was last night, wasn't it? I mean, yesterday
Right.
rather. Wasn't
Now,
it yesterday?
I think so. I don't know. It was this, the days are blurring into each other. Now, PDP said KRN said a bunch of crazy stuff about TMO when they met too.
Mm.
So
Yeah, I know.
maybe
I guess.
it's
Yeah.
embellishing
I guess
or
King Roman is a brown noser. I guess I don't know.
no.
Yeah, I guess.
A brown no. No,
I
I
don't know.
don't. I
Seem like it.
mean, how do you feel? How do you feel like that?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, just the way he was kind of like the way he was describing our meetup. Like I said, the way he was like, the way I approached and the way we interacted. It just seemed like he was kind of brown nosing a little bit.
Oh,
That's just my. I could be wrong. No, I could be wrong. But that's just my perception.
true, true, true. Now, how do you think it would have went, honestly, if Lemon had actually come? I mean, do you think that he would have done, that he would have gotten there and been like, "No, I don't want to do this." I mean, because him and Ness was supposed to get married in Vegas,
Right. Yeah,
and
I
that
remember
didn't
that.
happen. And I don't remember who stopped it or who said no to this, but now our city said, "Oh wow, now don't do too much, Faith."
Do too much
Um,
what?
I don't know, but Ox City was there. Ox, if you want, can you come up and clear some of this up? And Jake said, "What exactly is brown nosing? What is the definition of brown nosing?" Is what I'm
Some
thinking.
people that are kind of like like a little snooty-ish. Mm.
Oh, well, I'm going to look it up because I'm just that nosy. So, in the Urban Dictionary, brown nosing means the act. Oh, whoa. No, wait, that can't be it. Okay. Brown, because, yeah,
Mhm.
that's weird. Okay, so the AI overview says that according to the Urban Dictionary and general usage, brown nosing means kissing up, sucking up, or excessively flattering someone in a position of power like a boss or a teacher to gain favor, special treatment, or advancement. It is a disparaging term for sycophant, servile behavior, often implying someone is acting obsequiously to get ahead, or I guess
Mhm.
acting a certain way to get ahead. Now, hey, Brown Beauty World. Now, I don't know. Now that's
All
doing
right.
too
I
much.
mean, like I
Brown
said, I could be
noser is a
okay.
lot.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong. That's why I said I could be wrong.
Now, remember that Trish drooled after the sad granny. I remember that. I remember that. Starts at 24:02. Okay, let me go listen real quick because I got
Okay.
to hear this. Let me see. Let me see if I can figure out what how he meant it and if I get the same kind of thing. Because if I think that King Roman would have, and I won't play his live. I'm just gonna pull it right on up right quick and just listen. He said it was 24:02. All right, I'm looking now. Let's see.
Thank you, Brown Booty, for
24.
understanding where I'm coming from. Thank you for that.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. So I'm listening. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I'm listening.
All righty.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Wait, I'm sorry. Now I'm listening, and I don't really. Hold on. I'm okay. Okay, so now I'm going back. I'm gonna listen a little bit more. Oh, okay, so now I see it. Oh, oh, Roman in the damn towel, Roman. I think. Oh my gosh. I would love to play it, but I don't think Roman would say it would be okay. I can't do that. I can't do that. I mean, now from what I'm hearing, he is shading a little bit here.
Mm.
But I'm thinking these wait a minute. Wait a second there. Oh. Oh. Okay, maybe it wasn't about lemon. Maybe it wasn't about lemon.
Yeah,
No,
but
you got it. You definitely got it.
yeah, it was directed towards me. That's why I said I don't know how you would equate that to being directed towards Lemon. Mm.
Yeah, I thought maybe he was getting that lemon, and I'm still Lord Roman.
Yeah, ugly Haitian saying that she's getting more of it.
Okay, she get the oh Lord, Roman is a damn mess. Okay.
Are you still listening?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay. All
I'm
right.
listening to him. He said it's your second trip.
Right.
Um,
That too. That part too.
oh, hey, Brown Beauty World, baby, how you doing? Um, mm, I mean, so brown nosing. Who was he?
Maybe
Because
that's one. I'm sorry. That's probably the wrong choice of words. I'm sorry. Maybe Snooty might be the better choice. Maybe I got the words mixed up. But I think Snooty was probably the better choice to use.
hey, right to be told, sweetheart, how you doing?
Hi.
Sagittarius, hey, Sagittarius Queen, baby. So maybe he was a little rough there. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that sounded pretty
Yeah.
rough. And
Mm-hmm.
Sean says she going to get the drooling
Yeah.
part.
Thank you for the receipts, Sean. I appreciate you. Thank you for doing some type of vindication to me since they feel like I'm just being this sensitive broad, since they don't understand where I'm coming from.
I'm amazed. I'm
Mm-hmm.
amazed. Oh, yes, right to be told. I got a lot of video, and Faith got a lot of video. Faith was up getting them, baby. She was up getting them videos, honey. And they got both me and Faith talking about you can't do that here.
I know, right? I was like, damn, I
Both
wish
us
I could
had
have
to look
gotten
like what? Don't y'all want somebody to talk about y'all or what? Is it
it.
because that hair was that Morris Day did not look like Morris Day? That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah,
Prince didn't look like, the guy didn't look like Prince either, but it was the act. Mhm.
that is true. It was the act, and but he sounded like Prince.
Yes, he
he,
did. Yeah, he
he
did. He
did
did.
sound like
Get it.
Prince.
Yeah, he did exude Prince, like he did embody him. Yeah. Mhm.
Yes, yes. And the dancers, I was like, okay, girls, all right. Now, and then you heard me say one of them. I was like, yeah, he messing with that one right there.
Thank you so much for your support, Lima's creation. Thank you so much.
I know Ron P is everybody's favorite mod. And the only reason I don't mod him is because I got 108 mods and he'd be like, not you too, girl. Not you too. You do too much and I'm sick of y'all. I want him to just relax when he's here. So he don't have to do, he ain't got to be here checking the timestamps and doing all of that. So Roman was a little rough. He was a little rough,
Hmm.
but he was saying what he was thinking. And so maybe do you think that there was some sort of miscommunication, some sort of miss signals, or I don't
I
know.
mean, Lolo, if they were, I wouldn't have known until now because at the time that we initially met, everything was fine. As far as
Everything was
my
fine.
knowledge, everything was fine. Everything was cool. We had a good time, and we
Appreciate you too,
all.
baby. Hmm.
So no, there was no misunderstanding. I mean, I don't. Where would the misunderstanding come from? Like I said, I didn't know that he had some type of uneasiness towards me until now, based on what he said, based on um how he specified our meetup. I didn't know that
Well,
had those
Brown
type of
Beauty World
perceptions.
said, Faith, these folks want you to be easy. When these folks say what they want about you, Faith, do you say what you feel? 100%. You got to say what
Mm-hmm.
you feel. And I think that's
Mm-hmm.
what she's doing now is saying what she
Mm-hmm.
feels about it.
Yeah, I'm just responding. Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't appreciate it. Me, I think I take stuff a different way than Faith does, and we're both Libras, but Faith takes it a little differently than I take it. Me,
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. I'd be like, okay, then keep right on moving because, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
but if
fine.
you have
Like
a
I said, I mean, it's
different
not
thing, yeah, I mean, if you have a whole different idea of a situation and it's
in
not
general that
that,
there has to be
yeah,
something wrong with that. I mean, or you just can't, because that's the problem right there. We allow things to fester and we allow things to just, we can't always allow certain things to just pretend like we can't always have that unbotheredness about us. We still have to allow certain things to bother us because we're human. We gotta allow
right.
certain things to bother us because it's extremely unhealthy to have toxic positivity where everything's going to be great and everything is fine and we can just rush to forgiveness and rush to the healing process and all that. That's why a lot of people are screwed now because people don't want to express themselves. They feel like anytime something is said and you say something in response to that, then you're the problem. So it's like, yeah, I don't
Do you
think
think it
that's cool.
was enough to even warrant a response?
Yep.
Okay. That's how you
Mhm.
feel. That's how you feel.
Mhm. Yeah, certain
Hey,
parts, right? Because like
Simply
I said,
Made.
it's about my character.
Right. It's about your character. And Simply Made said, Faith, does it upset you knowing now how these folks feel about you? Hey,
It's not
Brookie.
upsetting. I mean, it's not upsetting because I mean, it's not upsetting. I mean, because people are going to feel how they feel. I mean, they are entitled to feel how they want to feel, but I'm entitled to respond to whatever I want to respond to. I mean, because y'all all do it. Y'all do it. Y'all got platforms that y'all all do it. Y'all don't really. I mean, how often y'all hear from me? Y'all do this all the time. People respond. They go. They get brutal with it. I mean, y'all. People. I'm saying y'all, and I'm speaking in general. I'm not
Right.
speaking
In
to anybody in
general.
particular because
Right.
I mean, if y'all was so, you know, if y'all had such thick skin, there wouldn't be any doxing. There wouldn't be calls being made to CPS. There wouldn't be calls to the police. There wouldn't be court visits. There wouldn't be all this stuff going on. There wouldn't be calls to family members if y'all had such thick skin or if y'all would had the ability to just, take one to the chin and just move on. I mean, if that was the case, then, we wouldn't have the type of sector I have.
So do you feel like maybe it was a setup for, or was it you who mentioned this first, or was it Lemon that mentioned this first? Do you feel
Mention
like
what?
the whole kiss thing? I mean, do you feel like it? Who mentioned it first? Who
I
was
told
it?
you
You?
that was my idea. I said
Oh,
that.
okay. So you did say
Mhm,
it was your idea,
mhm.
and did he like readily agree? Like, yeah, that's a
Yes.
great idea.
Yeah, he
Oh,
was like, yeah, because I said, what? When we get on camera, we meet up, we get on camera, I want you to kiss me. And he was like, he was just, he was like responding in a flirtatious way, like, oh, you're not ready for this, you're not ready for these lips. Like it was just like a back and forth banter thing. So yes, he he was very much down for it. He was like, we could do it on camera, and he was just as eager. He was very eager to do it because he was like, you better not back out. You better not say this and back out. So I said, no, I won't, but and I told him, make sure you're not drinking and smoking and all that crap. Make sure your oral health is on point, and that is going to be a couple of seconds, no trauma,
What?
whatever,
You
you
said
know.
make sure your oral health is on point. Wait, wait,
Yeah.
wait.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
that's wild.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild. I'm just saying that because I know he said the first thing he was going to do was to go buy a bottle when he got off the plane. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
thank you, Simply. Thank you. Mm-hmm.
absolutely. I mean, that's just wow. Um, it's like, I mean, the him agreeing to it so readily. So
Yes.
why was he so mad
Mm.
when it came up? That's why I didn't understand why he threw it out there like that.
Why he do it out there? He didn't have to mention it. He was because he was, like I said, it was like an ego thing. He needed an ego booster because in the way he threw it out there, it was nowhere near how it was discussed. So it's like he tried to make it seem like I was just like so desperate or so eager to kiss him. I think that's what the bottom line was. Like he just like I wanted to kiss him so badly. And I'm just like, oh no!
Wow.
It was for entertainment purposes only. I thought that was
Wow.
established.
them say them say you gotta view a person's my chart before kissing. Child, you ain't never
Yeah, I
lied because
know, I
herpes is
know.
real. For real,
Mhm,
for real.
mhm.
But she wasn't talking about like a big,
Mm,
deep,
no,
long
no.
kiss. But I guess shit,
Mm.
just enough touching somebody's lips that ain't right. But when the oral hygiene,
Well, I mean, I mean, that's important. I mean, you know, but yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't make it a habit of just kissing random people. I mean, people just had that perception as well. Like, you just couldn't just kiss somebody you don't know. It was just a gag for that moment. It was a
right?
deception. It was just a
So
deception.
okay, so how is this going to happen? Were you going to meet up at a restaurant or
Maybe. I mean, we didn't go that far. We was like,
okay.
it depends. Yeah, it depends on where. Like when if we were to meet up, whatever, wherever, wherever he decided to do it. Yeah, I mean, we didn't have a particular place in mind.
Okay.
Mm-mm,
Because
mm-mm.
I'm like, so it wasn't like a whole setup thing yet. It was just a
An
idea
idea.
floating.
There you go.
Okay, so it was a
Hmm.
floating idea, and he tried to make it into something a
Something
little
told.
more than that.
Hmm. Yep.
Mm,
And then,
he ain't gonna,
mm-hmm.
he ain't gonna like this, of course. Yeah, mono is very contagious. You ain't never lied. Now, I don't know if Lemon's around there kissing whoever. I don't
Oh
know
God.
none of that. I know nothing like that. But okay, Sagittarius said they believe when Lemon responded when you made your video, and
Okay.
so that was the video of how disappointed you were that
Yes.
he wasn't coming. Um, I'm just, I mean, if y'all talk behind the scenes, but see, like I said, I know how them conversations go. So you don't get to really talk a whole lot.
Right.
And you just got to kind of listen for the most part. And I don't know, but he keeps saying he said it on his live. He said it
Yeah.
on his
I
live.
don't know. Like I said, like I said, I'm a stand. I mean, you have to, you could have, sent them a DM or something like, "Come on, Lolo, stop." I mean, come on now,
Yeah, well,
stop
he
it.
never
This is
answers
common
his.
sense, people. This is common sense. I mean, if you
Yeah,
are making plans with someone and they, don't let directly, come on now. I mean, that is not unreasonable for me to have that. I mean, I don't know why people are so like give me such pushback on that. I don't understand that.
right. I understand that.
Mhm. Yeah,
I
it's just
understand
it's
that.
like I said in my video, it's about the principalities of it, Smokey.
Right.
Mhm.
It's just I don't know. I mean,
That's all, and that's all. Like I said, and that's the thing. I wasn't, that wasn't. I mean, that wasn't much. I just said, you could have said something directly to me instead of having me thinking, like chase you down or just going on a live, because again, the lead up to it, he keeps saying that I said it. He said it many times on a live, and I heard no. What I heard you say was, "Hey, salute, faith in the substance. Salute, see you in Vegas. Salute, see you in Vegas." Those are the things I've heard. See you in Vegas. I mean, I have no
Amen.
reason to make up. If I said that I didn't hear him saying it, like him confirm that he wasn't in Vegas until the night before I left, then that's when I heard it. Like, how you going to tell me what I knew
So
or did
even
or
after
heard?
me and Sassy backed out, he still was trying
Yes,
to. Okay, okay.
yes.
Now Them said we saw him smoke after the bum who had open sores in his mouth in Vegas 2024. And that's when he had lit the cigarette from the guy. I remember that
Oh,
definitely.
oh my.
You didn't see that?
No, no.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
honey,
Mm-mm.
honey, honey. Yeah, that was interesting. I mean, he just got a light from the guy. So I mean, I can't say he smoked right after him. He got a
Wow.
light from the guy to light his cigarette, and because he gave the guy a cigarette to go and because the guy didn't have any cigarettes, and so he gave him a cigarette. So I will say that he gave him a cigarette to go and get a light because the guy said he can go get a light, and then he lit his cigarette off of the guy's cigarette. Now, is that I don't know if that's something, but and Sagittarius said, and he also said on his live and others that he wasn't going. So he
Oh,
said it.
well, here we go. I mean, we keep talking in circles here. I just said that I found out, me, faith is a substance, me. I found out on his live the night before, and he should have contacted me directly. I stand by that because I would think that common sense will prevail and understand where I am coming from here. It's common sense. When you plan something and you have people that you know that's going to meet with you, the adult thing to do and is to let the person or people know that you change your mind or you're not going. You shouldn't have to wait on a live or I mean, so can we just?
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, it's just crazy. Like, wow, we just talking in circles here. Like,
yeah, if
like
you
we don't
didn't
like you don't
watch the
understand what I'm
lives,
saying.
because his lives are so long, and
Mhm.
if you didn't watch the lives, because there's so much being talked about on it. Hey, Mad Dog, baby, how you doing?
But like I
That
said, even if I, again, it's just a matter of principle. You still, live or no live, you contact your people directly.
we talking about Lemon. He don't never answer
Mhm.
his messages or the phone half the time. So, so him reaching out like that for me, I was like, yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, that's all you have to do. I mean, like I said, it's common sense. All you have to do is just reach out, directly. You can't just assume. That's what happens when you assume. You can't just assume that someone just catches it alive and just saying that not going, because that's also a thing too. That a lot of content creators play those games as well. Those Jedi mind tricks when you think you make them think you're not going somewhere when you really are, and you do a shock factor. So it could be those things too. You never know.
So, did you reach out to him to make sure that he was going?
No. Why should I?
Well, I mean, just to be on the safe side. And yeah, he didn't smoke behind the guy. He lit his
Oh,
cigarette off of the cigarette. That's exactly what I said. He didn't smoke after the guy. He lit his cigarette. He gave the guy a cigarette, and the guy went and lit that cigarette, and
right.
then he
With the
got a light off
off that
that
cigarette.
cigarette. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he didn't do that. He didn't touch the guy. He didn't touch the cigarette. His cigarette didn't touch the only thing his cigarette touched was the lit ash on it to light
Right.
his. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I have no problem being honest about that, Sagittarius Queen. That's what happened. He definitely. So Brown Beauty's World said that he know anytime it's said on the live, she is right. They was talking about everything else. He had no problem calling in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering that maybe you should have called him. Maybe he would have answered. Sometimes he don't check his
Mm-mm.
messages like talking
Mm-mm.
about. He really don't. He'll check his messages the next day. Exactly, Ron. He is horrible with communication unless he needs you for something sad to say.
Yeah,
Jesus.
well, like I
Yeah.
said, I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to be the one to do it. I shouldn't have to be the one. Like I said, this was his event. This was something that he was putting together. It's his responsibility, not mine.
So, were you at all worried when people started dropping out, like Ghetto and Mrs. Ghetto, and
I mean,
then
right.
Hallen?
And you know what? I mean, it was concerning, but it wasn't, something that had anything to do with me because my plans were still in motion, and I knew that you were still going. I mean, for the most part,
Right.
so that was a factor as well that kind of motivated me to continue with my plans.
Yeah, because like you
Hmm.
said, we had our own plans
Hmm.
as well. And just like with everybody else, I had plans with me and Ox City had a whole 2 year standing date. So absolutely I agree with that. But I know that with Lemon, yeah, now Lemon did not touch that man. He didn't touch that man. He did. The only thing that touched was the light of the cigarette to the other cigarette. That's the only thing. So I can definitely say Lemon did not touch that
Okay,
man
we
with
can
them
establish that.
sores. With the
Mhm.
yeah, he did not touch that man with them sores. So I appreciate you. So I would not lie on him about that. He did not touch that man with them sores, not at all. Um, but I think that knowing how Lemon is, I
Mhm.
would have called him up to the last second and been like, "Are you going or you not going? You coming? What you doing? I heard you ain't coming. Is you coming? I mean, you got to
Right.
do that." All right, Sagittarius Queen, and she said, "I don't see a problem. If y'all had plans, it shouldn't have been a problem that he didn't show up." But I think what she's saying is it was his cation, you know.
Right, that's it. I don't understand why people are not getting. I mean, people are not understanding where I'm coming from. I understand that, but what I'm saying is that it's a principle. You could have let me know that you wasn't going to come. Like you said, it was something left to limitations. So yeah, it could have been. And that's all I said. It could have been a contact, and that's why I said I still feel like he was an effed up individual for how we handled it. He didn't have to handle it that way.
I will say that he was going through a lot with the channel termination and
Whatever,
stuff. But I mean,
whatever.
and I ain't giving him no excuse
You are.
neither. No,
You are.
no, I'm not. But I mean, I think that when that channel got terminated because of what Dragons did, I think it really threw him, and he
Mhm.
wasn't like that. And yeah, these plans were made months in advance, you know.
Mhm.
And Petey said it's whack that he backed out at the last minute.
QPDP.
I kind of felt like it was
Thank
coming up
you.
anyway. I
I
really
was hoping
did.
somebody would get it. Lord Jesus, thank you. Somebody got it.
Well, I mean, it's just that knowing how Lemon is, I would have called him too. I mean, I would have just called him and been like, yo, are you still coming? Yo, I know you said you won't coming, but are you coming? What are you doing? I mean, and that's just me because I know how Lemon is. I would have been like, what you doing?
Mhm.
Are you coming or are you not coming? But I get it. I definitely get it. It's his it was his vacation and
Right.
he should
Mhm.
have been more responsible in it. Do you feel like you were the last Mohican left that was supposed to go?
I was thinking that was because I said that in the video too that could be that could have been the case. That
Yeah.
could have been. But I wouldn't know.
Right, right. That you were the last person. I mean, because when Talent backed out, and then when Ghetto backed out, and then everybody was backing out, it was like, whoa, this is wild.
Yeah,
And
because I
then,
wasn't going to allow it to deter me. Like I said before, Monkey Don't Stop No Show. I was going to, I wasn't, I didn't feel like I had to deter my plans for what.
so how far in advance? Because this had been started back in October.
That
How
was,
far in advance did you talk to him in October about this, or?
I was around, I started making plans like November-ish, November,
Okay.
something
So
like
he
that.
kind of knew about this since
Yeah,
November.
something like, yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Mhm.
So what? Yeah. So I mean, it was a lot,
Yeah,
and if you're not going to have a vacation and you have people that are coming for you that are left coming for you, I mean, it's only the grown up thing to do is
right.
to just say, hey, I'm calling you just to let you know that I'm not coming. I'm not
Right. That's
coming,
it. That's
but
it. And I wouldn't have an issue. And like I said in that video, like I don't have to know why. I don't have to now. I don't need an explanation. Just let me
right.
know.
Right. And I
That's
don't want
all.
to make excuses, but I do know that and Lark said, hey, Triple Baby.
All right,
Lark
Triple.
said that they had a feeling that he was going to back out from day one.
Yeah, possibly.
Possibly. How you doing, my sweet? It's always good to see you. Lord, the poor lie and the poor cub is actually a Terminator cub.
Right, right.
Trip. So I mean, so this had been so he knew since November, and I'm actually surprised that he didn't mention it before now. Hey Kimberly, my love, how are you? Thank you
Kim-
for putting Faith's
Kimberly
channel up
Black.
here.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Kimberly Black. Yeah, that's one of
Hmm.
my. She's my co-host from time to time.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart. Absolutely. Now Ron wants to know, did he at least apologize to
Hell
you?
no.
So he hasn't contacted you in any way, shape, or form to
No,
say
he was.
anything?
No, he was so busy out on here disparaging me. You heard him on there, saying disparaging things about me.
Yeah. I was like, whoa, what in the it was a lot. It was a lot. I don't know. I just feel like I think he got shook one when people started backing out, and
But
then
I was
his
but
channel.
that's why you have to take a good look in the mirror. Like there's a reason, why. The common denominator is you. Mhm.
Mm.
You know?
Well, it was a lot going on. It was a lot. Now we gonna all be cyborgs eventually. I hope they hurry up because I could show use a whole new bag. I can show use a whole new bag. Come on, cyborg. Let me be your guinea pig, and I just get a tune up from time to time.
Right, right.
So if Lemon decided or apologized now, would you accept his apology?
I mean, I will, but I'm good on him at this point. At this point forward, yeah, I'm good on him. I'm good on him.
Ain't no more bath water, ain't no more nothing.
Nah,
Uh,
I mean, no, I don't want to associate. Yeah, no, he will no longer be in my orbit at all.
okay, now what about King Roman? Because this is mainly what you wanted to talk about.
No, King
What?
Woman, yeah, I have no, like I said, there's no hard feelings towards King Woman, but I just wanted to address certain things that were said. That's all.
Okay, I
Yeah, but I don't have no
understand.
issue. Hmm.
So Trip wants to know, did we discuss the trip in detail? Or did you discuss the trip in detail? I know I'm really late. I'll roll back soon.
Yeah, you got to roll back. Yeah, we spoke. We discussed a lot.
Yes, I mean, she didn't like the way King Roman was kind of alluding to why would,
Mhm.
from what I heard, why would Lemon want to kiss her? And I'm like, where did this come
Yeah.
from? How did it get like that?
Oh
So,
my
'cause
god.
I didn't hear the whole thing, so I'm gonna listen to the whole thing tonight while I'm
Yeah,
going
listen
to
to it
sleep.
so you have a better understanding. Like maybe maybe you have a better understanding. You get more context to it.
Yeah, more context because looking at Roman faces,
Mm-hmm.
but you also got
Mm-hmm.
Oxetti and the
I
ghetto view
know.
saying something totally different. And, you know, could it possibly be that you may have fallen asleep and didn't
No,
realize
oh
it?
God, Lolo, stop it, stop it,
No, I mean, listen,
stop it.
I can
Because
fall asleep
I,
on you quick.
because I went back to because I didn't watch the full live in real time. I went back like when the live was over. Later on, I went back
Okay.
and I caught the replay and I was skimming through and I wanted to catch the parts. I know that I was going to be discussed of throughout the live, so I just skimmed through to and kind of went to the parts where I was discussed.
Okay, understood. Now, Trip wants to know, did y'all ask him to pull up? You mean
Oh,
Lemon
no.
or King Roman?
Just
Because
asking
King
to
Roman
pull up
was in
for
the
what?
chat. Yeah,
Mhm.
King Roman was in the chat and he didn't hit the link. And I doubt if Lemon will ever hit my link.
Yeah, he don't need to. Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, what more is there to say? He said he
Mm-mm.
won't going. He said it on his live that he won't going. So really, nothing for anything
Right,
anybody to say. I'm surprised it was that long, though. It was literally that long. I am surprised at that
right,
from November, and for him not to say nothing all these months because
right. Because
Lemon like to
yeah,
make a lot of content, and maybe he wasn't thinking that that was going to even happen, or
because but that's the thing, Lolo. Even after like since November, we talked about it. He asked me to make sure that I gave him my flight details, which I did. Let me know the information. And like I said, this just recently leading up to it. Like a couple of weeks prior, he was like, "I see you in Vegas. I see you in Vegas." In the chat. So again, he said it in the live, but I didn't see that particular live until the night before I left.
okay. Thank you so much, Trip. Yes, we definitely got home safe. We had a great time. I
Yes, we
absolutely
did.
had a great time.
Yes, we
And
did.
yes, Dr. Soapy said there are functional sociopaths, grade three.
Yes. Yeah, yeah, I agree.
Dr. Sophie, don't
And
make
I'm
me
not a
look that
licensed
up.
I'm not a licensed healthcare provider, but I do agree with that one.
I am looking it up right now. Okay. I
Okay.
am looking it up. Functional sociopaths, grade three. I am quick to look it up because that's wild. Functional sociopaths. Oh my God. Grade three. So let's see. Okay. So functional sociopaths or high functioning individuals with antisocial personality disorder or ASPD are characterized by their ability to maintain normal, often successful social and professional lives despite lacking conscience, empathy, or remorse. They are charming, manipulative, and
Mm-hmm.
adept at blending in while pursuing personal, often self serving goals.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Well,
Boom.
damn, Dr. Soapy. Damn, 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 damn,
Mm-hmm.
damn. That will forever be stuck in my head now. I'm gonna be trying to pick out this grade three sociopaths. That's
Yeah.
wild.
Mm-hmm.
That is completely and covert narcissist. Now, yeah, you're gonna make me look up covert narcissist. See. I am just that. Okay. Now there's a covert narcissist personality disorder. Covert narcissist personality disorder or vulnerable narcissism is a subtype of NPD, which I believe is narcissistic personality disorder,
Yes.
characterized by the same entitlement and lack of empathy as overt narcissism, but expressed through introversion, insecurity, and victimhood rather than grandiosity.
Grandiose. Right.
They manipulate through guilt tripping, passive aggressive, and feigned humility. Damn, y'all is something y'all know too damn much.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Y'all know way too much. Look, y'all made my whole phone charger fall. It was like, what? It just jumped off the thing. That's wild. Dr. Soapy has spoken a word, baby. And so has them. Them ain't no joke. Y'all is a mess with that. That's wild. But okay, now you ain't go to school for 100 years for nothing.
Right. Right. Mm-hmm.
For nothing.
I know that's
So
right.
right, so we pretty much know what happened, what went down, why you have these feelings, and does anybody have any questions or anything for Faith before we finish this out?
Yes. Make sure you like the video, subscribe. Mm-hmm.
Yes, subscribe,
Mm-hmm.
like the video, all of that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, now there is a question here.
Uh-huh.
Kimberly says, and you may have answered this. Why did you use
Oh God.
Junior behind your name when on Lemons? This was where some people spin the narrative about your gender.
Oh my Lord, Kimberly Black.
On
Oh my.
43303. Thank you, sweetheart. I'm looking
Oh, that's
right
the
now.
DSN.
Yes.
Okay.
43303. Let's
But while you look it up,
see.
Kimberly Black, I'll answer your question. It was just a gag. It was Mrs. Lemon Jr. It was just a gag. It was all in fun. It was nothing to be so anal about. It was a play on the original Mrs. Lemon, aka Danny DeVito.
All right,
There
hold
was a
on a
play.
second. Let's see. Oh, I'm listening.
Wait, is that a DSM number or a timestamp?
This is the timestamp I'm listening
Oh,
to.
I thought he was giving you a DSM number for a disorder. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. I was listening to that part.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Oh man, wait a minute. This is wild. Hold on. Okay, hold on. This is wild. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Um okay, I'm sorry guys. Give me a second.
No problemo. Yeah, but that's what it was about Kimberly Black. It was just,
And Lemon says, is there something that he should know? And he okay, Roman said he met you in person.
yeah, keep listening.
Mm-hmm. And now Lemon's asking, is there something he don't know? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. He said that you fell asleep at the dinner
Mhm,
table, head went back, you was drooling, then went forward. Oh my God, today. Thank
mhm,
you, Ron.
mhm,
Baby. Yeah, he did say it when Goosey and Lemon was on the panel. That's something.
mhm,
Whoa. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. Maybe I can pull it up without pulling it up, and then y'all can hear it for yourself. So let's see. Um,
maybe you could change the speed on it a little bit. Maybe that might help. So
well, I don't want to just show a Roman stuff like that. So let me put it.
now, now I was gonna suggest to change the speed.
Let me change the thingy here. Let's do this, and y'all should still be able to hear it.
Hmm.
Okay, so this is just a very small snippet. Thank you for finding that, baby.
Thank you so much.
Okay, here it goes.
She was kind of the kind of person she was. Like I was telling everybody else, she fell asleep at the dinner table, drooling back, went like this, head fell
No,
forward.
you lying. When? Last year when we were in Vegas?
And when we went to Peppermill, when we went to Vegas, yeah, when we had dinner with Sean Bradley and them,
What?
yes, it was
What?
when we had
Here when we
like this, like I was telling everybody else, she fell asleep at the dinner table, drooling back, went like this, head fell
No,
forward.
you lying. When? Last year when we were
Now, was everybody able to hear that?
Yeah, we heard it lies.
Okay, well, honey.
So major lie. Like he just made that up. Like on the spot, he made that up.
Oh, that was whoa. Now, and like I said, City and the Ghetto View said they was there. And thank you, Sean. I
Thank you so
appreciate
much.
it.
Thank you so much.
Wow. Roman! Roman! I'm calling you like Tracy be calling Roman, but
And he
somewhere
said some. If
else.
you go back a little bit, if you go back a little bit more, he said, that's when he was talking about me sitting with, how, I don't, because it was a when he was talking to Goosey and Miss Toby, I think her name is, and he was talking more about this, my coming up to the table and meeting everybody for the first time and sitting next to him at the table. I don't know, like if anyone from Haitian, I don't know if able to find that one in particular, but I think that
I see Goosey and wait a minute, let me see. I think I might have it because
it was Goose and Miss Toby because she was also has something to say about this whole.
yeah, I
Let me see.
see. I'm looking Miss Toby about to come up now. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is y'all able to even hear that?
No.
Okay. So y'all can't hear that. Let me fix this way. And then let me do that and then do that. And let's see. Baby. Now, Sean said somewhere else he said she drew on someone's shirt while they were eating.
What the hell?
Jesus.
What the
Rap Beauty World
come
said, it seems to me that KRN acts one way when he meets folks in real time and then tells another story.
Mm,
Bored about the meat. Oh my gosh.
mm.
And said, Faith, he was making it seem as if you were some unwanted, uncouth person who was possibly
Why?
intoxicated.
You know what? Hey, Sean, you on it. Like, thank you so much for understanding. Yes. Thank
What?
you.
And
Thank
what is
you.
the app with
Because people who think
nodding off? Are you intoxicated or on medication or just tired?
Oh
And
my
I said, I can only go by what I've observed. Faith is a subject
yeah.
like two people as far as I'm concerned.
Thank you,
Definitely.
Lord. Thank you.
Definitely. So let's see. Let me play it. Let me see. Roman, I'm gonna send you a cash app, baby.
Why would you want to kiss
Let's
that man?
see.
You don't even know what his lips been
Okay.
at.
Now you can
There
Well,
we
you
hear
know
it.
go.
I ain't been on no
Yeah, I can
pussy
hear
for
it.
3 years because this ain't had pussy in 3 years, right?
Oh my god.
I don't know. I just thought that
But
was the.
she,
I just
I
thought that was
watched her video.
odd.
So she's very odd.
See?
Very odd.
God,
Oh.
Kosi, don't make
Well,
this
I'm
hard for
not gonna
me.
say she's odd.
Please.
I just thought the
I
situation was
listen,
odd.
I met Faith is of the substance like a couple of years ago at Vegas. And first of all, nobody knew she was coming because she came with Jay Wilson, but Jay Wilson
Lies.
canceled. So again, she's in this situation once
But she's like
again
by herself.
where somebody, yeah. So we all sitting down at the pepper mill eating, and she just walks in. And I didn't know her at the time. I didn't know nothing about her. And so, I'm not shady, but I'm like,
You are.
oh, now who is this? And she walks in, she sits down, she sits right next to me. Hey, King Roman, and it's
She
just
came like Shireen.
man.
I love Miss Shireen, but
Not like
She
Sheree.
came, and mind you, in order to sit next to me, you had to walk, or because it was a long table and I was in the middle, so you had to walk all the way around in between people. So she walked all the way around in between people and sat next to me. And I was just like, y'all really, I don't even know who these people are. Y'all doing this. So she now do
So I
not be
mean,
mad at me.
when she came in, did she enter? Don't do that, Roman, because I know what you about to do. Don't do it,
Girl,
When she
okay.
don't do it. When she came in, did she initially introduce herself though and say, "Hi, I'm so and so"?
When she sat down, she did it individually. It wasn't like a say it right when she was like, "Oh, this is the Sean Bradley.
Lies.
Hi, y'all. I'm from Beef Sector too. Yep. Hi, y'all."
Lies.
I was like, "Oh, okay. Come on in." She came and sat down, and I'm just like, Ox over here. I'm just like, "Oh, all right. Y'all got me doing this. Okay, what's up, girl?" And we talking, and I swear, out of nowhere, I mean, I ain't gonna do it, Miss Hobie, but she's very animated and she's very much so. That's why I said Lemon going out there with her. I mean, that would have been, I don't know, cool if Lolo was still in the mix, but just him and her, it would have been like hot and cold.
Well,
I
no,
mean,
You would have dogged her out like Krista.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
because she's definitely.
I don't know. I think Lemon didn't show up because nobody else was showing up. That's what it is.
That's what I think too.
all right. So I think that
You
with
know what I'm
that,
saying? Like
so you
Sassy
see,
canceled.
so now you see, like,
yeah, it's a little much.
yeah,
Thank you, Courtney, my love. I appreciate you. Get you some sleep, baby, and thank you so very much. Um, Now, them says, I don't know why Lemon loves to call women fat bitches. Most of his female supporters are fluffy. That is so true. And they do want to know, did Sean invite
yes.
you to the dinner?
Yes, he
So,
knew I was coming. So that stuff about no one knew, that's a lie. And I mentioned that Sean was expecting me among others. So I wasn't the only one that was supposed to meet up with Jay Wilson's group. It wasn't just me. And
see,
he was expecting us. And so yeah, and so that's why I said the fact, and you see and you heard the lies, like he just said that I just came, I came straight to him, and oh no, I came and I said good evening, I'm faithful to substance. And Sean got right up and hugged me, and I greeted everyone individually before I sat down.
oh, okay. See,
Hmm.
and Sean said that he kind of painted TMO the same way when they met too.
Oh, ain't
And
that about a bit?
Yeah, she is a very cool person. She's really, and I enjoyed Faith. I
Yes, thank you, Ron
definitely,
P. Thank you, Ron P. I appreciate, like I said, I understand people may have their perceptions about me, and I understand all that, but don't lie on me. And I think so. Thank you so much for all the support, and thank you for giving those receipts, so that way Lolo don't have to be trying to make it seem like I'm just, talking the side of my neck,
not
the side of my neck.
Lolo. I'm trying to understand.
So now you
And,
got the receipt.
and Brad Beauty World said, "You
And
don't
yeah,
seem
and yeah,
animated. He animated with that
yes,
towel."
he's the animated one. That's another thing. That's why I said before, like
Yes.
I'm not sure what his version of animated is, but I'm like, I was not animated.
And she said Sean said that on his video.
Sean said what?
Sean said that what KRN is animated because I'm sure he didn't have his towel with.
Yeah, Brown Booty. Can you elaborate, please, if you don't mind? Yeah.
No, this is wild.
So that's what you see what I'm saying. So, like I said, that and you understand what I mean. What about how it targets my character?
Yeah. I personally would have just left it alone, but Sean said he invited you to dinner.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Hmm.
and
And
that's
then, and the way
fine.
he's like, because after Jay Wilson stood her up, and that happens to be a pattern, that just happens to be the thing that happens to Faith. Oh, poor lonely old
Mm.
Faith.
That poor old lonely old
Oh, Faith.
Faith.
Yep.
Jesus.
That's what they let them tell it.
Oh, good God today, honey. Good God today. So here's what we gonna do since since Envy is still on.
Oh,
I am going to get us over to Envy so we can be in his bushes and everything and see what's going on over
right.
there. Faith, I thank you so very
Thank
much
you.
for coming through and for telling us your truth.
Thank you. I
I
appreciate that.
mean, this is what this how you felt. That's how you felt. And and he don't have to answer back. I don't think he will.
Right.
I don't think he is going to think it's that important to
Right.
answer back because um I just think that it is how you felt,
Right.
and
I was just
that's
responding.
yeah, and that you were responding, and it's okay. You see it one way, somebody else sees the other way. It's not that big a deal, and you responded, and that's it, and it's all good. And Brown Beauty World said she thanks you for telling your truth,
Thank you,
and
bro.
she
Thank you,
enjoyed
Brown
you
Booty.
telling it. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to Faith's
Thank
channel,
you.
she does exclusive interviews with folks all over the place. So y'all please subscribe to Faith, honey. and you monetize, right?
No, I wish I was.
Okay, so yeah, we need to get you up
Yeah,
so that you
thank
can
you.
get monetized and whatnot for your
Yes,
interviews and
please.
things because hey, let's do it.
Yes,
And so
please.
that
In
could
the
have
name of
been
the Lord.
in the name of the Lord. And that also could have been one of the reasons why, you felt that maybe doing the kiss with lemon may have even helped out,
Yes,
with that. But,
it could have,
so
maybe.
Mrs. Lemon
Mhm.
Jr. is now a wrap.
Gone,
There is no
gone.
Mrs. Lemon
Mm-mm.
gone, done, finished. And that now have you blocked him on IG?
Yes, I did.
Nope. There you go. It's
Mhm.
over. It is what it is. So that's one less person. Now, quick question: did he ever call you drunk late at night? Just asking for a friend.
Um, he had called me late at night a couple of times. I don't know if he was drunk or not. He didn't sound drunk at those times. He didn't
Mm,
sound, yeah, he wasn't slurring.
okay, just wondering if OG
Thank
from
you.
Beauty. She just thank you so much,
Thank you so
sweetheart.
much. God bless you.
Yeah, so y'all make sure y'all subscribe. And if you didn't get to hear Faith, make sure you hit the replay gang
Yeah.
and just check it out, And we're going to be doing other things and other interviews on this channel and the main channel. And of
Hmm.
course, I'd be remiss if I did not at the very least, do my Dee thing, okay, for my
Oh,
girl.
yes. Yes.
Okay,
Your
so
ad
hold on.
advertising.
Absolutely. So let's All right, so since I can't show the entire video, if you are interested in any herbal refreshments, please get in touch with Dee Dee at Dee Dee Got Genetics. Let me move this out the way. There we go. At Dee Dee Got Genetics at DEEDEEMC 7777 at either mail.com or gmail.com. She will show you her list of what she has. She's very discreet. She is good at what she does. If you use the code Lori1, you will get 10% off of your first order. And it has to be at least $25. And you also get free shipping. So check out Dee Dee whenever you get a chance. And she's got a lot of things. Now, she came in here earlier and said that she had made some turtles. And I was like, why you do that? Why? I could eat a whole thing of turtles. I would literally be on top of the
Yes,
sky.
I love the regular turtles. I love the regular ones, but I'm
Mhm.
trying to limit my sugar intake. I really.
Okay, I got you. What is being reported now? Lemon sister is being called.
For what?
Oh my
Being called
God,
for what?
today. I don't know, baby. Is that what they talking about over at Envies? We got to go.
Oh yeah, come on.
Yes, girl. You got any last words for the people, my love?
I just want to thank you so much for allowing me to do this. The time went by so fast. I just wanted to kind of just clear some things up and just making sure that people understand, my intent more. And shout out to those who support both myself and Lolo. Make sure you subscribe to both our channels and make sure you check out my interview with Bubs the God this coming Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, among all the other interviews that you missed since you just subbed today. Just make sure you go back and watch my other content. So thank you again so much and God bless.
Thank you, sweetheart. And don't forget to make your playlist. Makes it easier for people to
Yes.
go and get your hours so they can put it on a separate device and just
Yes.
let it play. It really rolls your hours
Okay.
fast
Yeah.
that
Thank you for that
way.
advice.
You're
Yeah.
always welcome, my dear.
Mhm.
Thank you for coming through, honey. We had a
Mhm.
time
Yeah.
and
It's
it
always a
was so
time.
much fun. We
Mhm.
had a blast. So we are working again on New Orleans
You are.
from October. We will
Yes.
have more details as the time goes
Yes.
by and final details by May at least.
At least no later
At
than that.
least. no later than that. So thank you guys for hanging out with us. We appreciate you. Faith girl, I will talk with you tomorrow, child. Let's go and see what Envy is doing, honey, because they
Alrighty.
calling the sister, child. Oh my gosh. Not the sister, baby. Thank you, Reese, my love. I appreciate you. And I appreciate all y'all for coming through and hanging out. Child, y'all are amazing. I hope you have a beautiful night on purpose. I'm going to lay this broken, beat up, stuffed in a chair for hours on end, self down. And I want y'all to enjoy y'all night. We going over the Envies, honey. Y'all take care.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Ayy, coming down like precipitation. I ain't never met a limitation. Hate plotting my elimination. Gotta go to Google for the information. I'm a superstar, so I gotta shine. Top dollar be the bottom line. Bottom feeding niggas out of line. Turn your heart rate to a dotted line. Yeah, my zodiac probably dollar sign. Got the energy to win it, my nigga, I'm feeling great. Got a date with destiny, focusing on my fate. I don't give a fuck what you rapping, you been a fake. I'm everything that they ain't, it can't be, it won't be. Wanna see me fall, I can't go, I won't leave. Coming from the block with plain clothes and police. Straight up to the top with bankrolls and rollies. Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Ayy, 12 can't really stop shit, so I'm still pushing like a mosh pit. Ice dripping, think I'm hot shit. In the yellow bucket with the mop stick. I been